Hello everyone, welcome to another late night across the Obelisk stream. Gonna be doing the Holy Sanctify team this time. Sorry for the lack of warning, and also for the late timing. I generally aim to be about, 3 hours and 40 minutes earlier than this, but things got away from me today, so starting off late. Anyways, the build. Also, let me make sure my audio is working. Just gotta check it. Anyways, cool. Perfect. Audio is working. Now, the builds. We are going with all these clerics. Most of them are going to do damage throughout the run. Tula is the only one who's in more of a support role than the rest. We do plan on getting Paladin Gauntlets, which, for those who don't know, is an armor that will give us Bless every time we apply Courage. We now have a way to corrupt this in Act 4. We did this the other day, but I didn't make as much use out of it as I wanted to. So this is going to be, this is going to be better. We have extra Courage application on Tula. Nobody else has heal perks. We're going kind of all in on Sanctify. Laia is going to be our upfront tank. The other thing that we're going to be doing is having all the Reinforce, Insulate, and Courage perks to start combat off with, because we are planning to always go late, and we don't have a dedicated tank, and we don't have block. I should have called this the no block team. Should I update the title? I think I should. I don't know. Can I do that midstream? Seems like it'd be hard. Anyways, no block, including shielding. I consider shielding a form of block, so I would think that's like illegal for this team to get, which also means no Mimi in a weird way. Makes that a little bit harder. Generally on a team like this, I like to have Heiner and or Bree to get some damage mitigation out there with block. It's going to be a little bit sketchy to do this with just this team. I think one thing that's going to help us is Laia should hopefully be able to get a tanky enough armor to survive turn 1. If she can, then we should be able to apply enough Zeal to ourselves by level 3, when Zeal can actually stack on Laia. And she will have 7% resistance per charge. And there's going to be no cap to that as well. And we have +1 charge now. So these Holy Slashes, which apply 2, will apply 4 per Holy Slash. And once we have that, we could probably have like 3 Holy Slashes in a turn, get up to 12, and that will be 7% resistance per 12. So that's going to be, 84% resistances to everything? Anyways, I think it's going to be super strong. Yes, the 3 a.m. stream, my favorite. How are you? I'm doing well, Kevon. How are you? So one of the good armors to buy here is probably a Pointy Hat. Like, arguably we should have bought that on Laia instead of Aquamarine Bracelet. I think it's actually just a little bit better for our purposes in order to survive, but I'm hoping to find a better armor a little bit later. She has fire and holy resistance at least. Fire is important for early on act, so it should keep us alive. And yeah, didn't quite go over the perks. I am showing off the decks here as they are. Didn't really do any divinations either. You'll see why. It's largely because of our perks. We do have inner fires on Ottis. Don't know that it's the best, especially versus Belfior, but it does help us out for a lot of the fights, getting extra damage out there. And the goal is to heal to full by the end of each fight. And like I said, Tula's taking this support role very seriously. So lots of benedictions, mostly buffing up Ottis. Ottis is going to be the star carry for this one. One of the things that he should get is spells mainly. We might have to hold off on a level up simply to let Ottis have a better chance of getting Starfall, because we do have 2 skills in the deck, so we'll have to see. But yeah. Sorry to spring a 3 a.m. stream on you. Glad you're doing well. So, don't expect any of these fights to be fast. In fact, all of Act 1 I expect to be some of the harder parts of the game. Well, no, that's not true. I expect this run to be somewhat difficult in general. I'm more testing the limits of Laia's Sanctify tanking. I don't think this is the best way to use these perks or to run these teams, but I think it will be good enough. I'm so confused by every time I see Tula in the party. I'm like, why do I have 16, 17 cards in everybody's deck? It's a Tula thing. She put spiders in our deck. It's fine. Probably get rid of these flashes early. Holy Nova up front to heal is going to be good. We'll get some Inspire here. Oh, I'm not complaining? Oh, good, good. Is your actual favorite. 3 a.m. streams. Perfect. I'll stream at 3 a.m. more often. Message heard. Alright, we're going to focus down the sheep. They are the most dangerous for us. We have healing rains, but we don't have ways to get rid of bleed very easily outside this one dispel. I shouldn't have targeted Reginald with that. So, we'll have to withstand everything despite that. Could put the dispel on Laia, but I imagine we'll be okay. We're just going to be hitting this guy up front for no real reason. That's fine. Get rid of the heal here. I think that's sort of a okay turn. And then we'll focus down the sheep, hopefully taking out one of them by turn 2. Hello there, Godius Maximus. Ooh, I love the name. Speaking of goats, we got our own goats to take out. Okay. So you're going to require a penance and a flash. That's fine. We got this. Guess not technically goats, they are sheep. But they're related, right? Close enough. So one of the interesting things throughout the fights will be balancing, like, when we end them. Because we're going to not want to end them too quickly if we're low on health on pretty much anybody. Due to enemies' ability to wipe us all out in turn 1, despite our perks being very tanky. We got full resistance cells on everybody, and close to max HP on everybody as well. It's a lot. And of course we have like full Sanctify. One of the things that we have here too, which is really important, is Tula has Sanctify on enemies, reduces holy resistance by 1.5% per charge. Super important to have. And then Ottis has Bless on this hero increases damage by 1.5 per charge, but no longer increases healing. And then we also have Bless on this hero increases holy resistance by 0.5% per charge and does not lose charges at the end of turn. All important stuff. Totally not a sheep. I always try to play this build, but never seem to get so much Sanctify. How are you getting so much so fast? Well, hopefully those perks just explained a little why. We have +3 charges on everybody. We also have the Jellyfish. Also, we are playing Laia, who starts with a very good Sanctify deck. The cards that we already played, Holy Nova, is really fantastic for that. But yes, as Kevon pointed out, the sheep is very important. Or sorry, the jelly. The jelly is very important for this. We need draw. We got some Inspire. We got some damage. And we got some draw. Perfect. That's exactly what I asked for. You love to see it. Alright. More Benediction. Also Holy Smites. I guess we might as well have Reginald take out a sheep. No reason not to, really. We have a lot of regen for now, but I don't expect that to stay for long term. Not sure what we'll be doing long term. Should I just play Holy Storm? It's not enough damage, is it? No, not quite. This seems better. We'll just keep hitting. Plus, we don't want to end the fight anyway. Laia's going to probably take another hit, and then she's going to hopefully heal back up. This guy has 21 Sanctify on him. With Zeal, our Sanctify healing is increased quite a lot, actually. So, the more we hit here, the better we'll do. So yeah, full heal on Laia. That's exactly what we're aiming for. Not that she's going to do much damage at all for a long time. You picking up Holy Blob if it shows up? Oh, absolutely. Am I going to go to the spot where Holy Blob is? Probably, yeah. I'd assume so. That route seems good. Like something we should do. Well, I guess Reginald could also pretty much do the job, but Let's have Ottis go anyways. So yeah. Eventually, by round 3, we can scale up pretty fast. Really depends on how much bless we get early. Don't know that I want to take a healing ray in this early, but I might. This should be fine. Then we'll go. In my testing of this team, there were certain things that were hard, like certain fights, but this shouldn't be too bad. This team doesn't have a lot of upfront damage. Upfront damage teams are going to be what's scariest. Honestly, the middle of Act 2, or sorry, the middle of Act 1, and then the start of Act 2 is going to be where things probably go awry, if they go awry. There's no guarantees of that. So yeah, you can see we didn't start out with a ton of Sanctify this time around. Then what do we got here? Yeah, I probably don't need that much energy spent on Ottis. You can see we bought Scries. Scries are pretty important for this team overall. You really don't want to have... Oh, okay, hold up. Quick load that Tula turn. So I don't have to restart combat. I love not having to restart combat to make like a more efficient turn, by the way. So here we go, that, then Dispel, perfect. Probably shouldn't have done it that way, because now Ottis is faster than Reginald. Whoopsie daisies. Still. We'll take down a spider. And then we'll focus the sheep next, because bleed is the next most damaging thing for us. Yeah, I probably could have had a, like, close to a kill if I did things better. Oh well. Definitely just want to make sure Laia draws some attacks so that she can heal off Sanctify. Do all of them have the Draw to Inspire perk? No. In fact, none of them have that perk. Which will actually make Anthem of Hope go crazier the more we have of it, if we get to a critical threshold. Okay, so how do we do this? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that perk is more for the early game anyways on a lot of teams. Though I could see running it on this team, but we have access to a lot of Inspire. Not sure the ways I want to do this. Bless will help us. Yeah, that helps us heal a lot. Maybe I get rid of these two. We'll just focus all in on healing. I mean, Sanctify healing is good, but it's not like the end all. Those heals in Reginald's deck make me sad. But look at this. We do so much damage. We're gonna heal so much. Is one of your party members set out to buff the others / heal them blessed and powerful? Yeah, pretty much that's gonna be Tula. Tula's gonna be our primary healer. The rest are gonna be attacking. Which, again, I'm not even sure is the most efficient way to run this team, but it's definitely not like the most efficient way to run the builds overall. However, I find it interesting. You said you were scared of Act 1 / 2. Anthem going +6 if you draw it in turn 1 on Laia is pretty good if you ask me. It is pretty good, but even if we put it on Laia, chances are she's not going to go first like half the time because of the ways enemies target both the fastest hero and the front hero with slow things. So we'd have to put it on Tula as well, and Tula is my main person who I'd want it on anyways. And so that's, I mean, still +4 cards. It's still really good, but it's also it's only actually +2 cards because if we're running Anthem of Hope anyways, you're only getting the +3 off of the perk, right? So, like, you have to account for that. Like, you can't count it as +6 versus 0, because it's going to be the same anyway. But I still think, Act 1 I'm not as scared of. I'm scared more of Act 2, to be honest. And I think we'll have enough to get through Act 1. At least I hope we do. Unless I've made some critical error. And we leave enough for Ottis to heal off of, and we'll be all good. Full health. Glad we don't have to do something like Heavenly Armaments. Those rewards weren't really good enough. Wish Holy Ripple was better. It's just a little too expensive. Now, Penance Purple? That's something I can get behind. Don't need a flash here, I don't think. The Detox is like a maybe. This is alright. If your team is this durable, I probably wouldn't take Inspire Draws 2 on more than one hero either, to be honest. Yeah, I thought about doing it for one hero. Potentially, like, Tula could be interesting, but yeah. Like, the whole point is that we're going to just endure and then hopefully get a lot more Inspire later. The other thing is, like, I want to be able to stack Inspire on any hero throughout the fights, just in case we have to redo a fight, and it's, like, really important that one hero digs deep rather than, like, all of them getting just only 7 draw. Gotta get rid of these heals. I don't think Holy Storm's gonna have a lot of value here. Glad we were able to dig. But yeah, this fight shouldn't be a problem. We won't finish it like particularly fast, but it'll be alright. I'm really excited to stack a bunch of Sanctify on Laia and have her be basically unkillable after she hits level 3 and gets going. That's what this run is mainly about. So let's try to play this as correctly as I can. Get to search for Benediction on this occasion, which is nice. Get some Temple Lurkers going there. Alright. Hello, Trashe Comps and follow Cold Snap Unenjoyers. Hello, Paradox Driver. What does Tula do? I haven't gotten her, and I don't understand her completely. Tula is honestly kind of hard to understand, so it's important. She shuffles a Spiderling card into the Ichiro's deck. The Spiderling card that you may have seen is this one. Heal yourself for 30% of the damage done, draws you a card, 0 cost, and applies 2 poison. So pretty decent, all things considered. When she hits her level 3, she can make it either a Temple Lurker or a Mind Devourer, or Mental Lurker, or whatever I think it is. Tula. Mental Scavenger, sorry. And that's what she shuffles into everybody's deck. So her starting card is actually really good, Holy Hatchery. The next 2 spells you play, gain 1 Bless, 1 Powerful, and shuffle 2 Sacred Weavers into your deck and reduce the cost of the highest healing spell in your hand by 1. This card's pretty loaded, it's really good, and I like it. Like, I think it's at the perfect level for a level 2 card. In fact, Premature Hatchling, you can argue, is much stronger as like a damage carry spell or enchantment, and I still think it's great too. Temple Lurkers gives you what Sanctify. Late game, we probably will be relying on Cleansing Prayer somewhat to get heal done and dispel, and not to like spoil everything. Also, we probably won't go Spider Queen. We'll probably go Web Weaver, because being able to apply Shackles at the start of the first turn and being able to guarantee a like second turn in a row is going to be probably the most important thing to us going further forward. At least that late in the game, probably earlier in the game too if I could. But one of the things that we really want to get, because there's very, very few ways to apply Zeal. So there's Holy Slash, Divine Strike, and then there's Holy Aegis, Perseverance, and Sacred Ceremony. Holy Aegis and Perseverance are not acceptable for this run, so Sacred Ceremony is the only way we get to apply Zeal. Hopefully we can find a corrupted one. If not, we'll have to go for this base 6 one. But because we have the +1 Zeal perk, we should be able to apply more Zeal on everybody. And it only falls off 1 a turn, so hopefully that gives us resistance necessary if we get that card. And I hope that answered your question. Alright, that seems pretty good. Likely get to take out 1 pig here. I was gonna say, but clones are immune to shackle, but there are no more hand check wall now. Yeah, the lack of a hand check wall is something that opens up a lot of teams. I do hope that they actually eventually make the final bosses of the new act harder, which is something I rarely wish for. But the difference in power between them and the main and like the normal bosses is way too noticeable. And also they're making the like the floor fights, I would argue, are harder now. Just because, one, there's more you have to account for, which also makes it harder. The speeds can be kind of crazy, and there's particularly like 2 monsters that I think are a bit overtuned. So, do we want to like let people go? I guess we could win anyway. Never mind. Would you say that the new Act 4 boss is easier? Yeah, I would say every new boss in Act 4, for the DLC, the Necropolis DLC that is easier than their counterparts. In fact, I would say all of them are probably easier than the twins. I feel you, but I've seen a lot of people complain about the Count and Andrin specifically. The Count, I understand people complaining about. It's probably because they don't understand his mechanic. And honestly, I very much understand that. Like, I get that. The Andrin, I would say that's the scariest part of all of the bosses. And, like, keep in mind, what's funny about that part being scarier is you can get much scarier floor compositions just leading up to that final boss. And I think that's what, like, it really depends on your randomization, since there's so many monsters you can pick between in Act 4. But if you can get a much, much worse composition and be in way more danger than at that boss fight. And that's a product of the floor fights, again, being harder than, like, the base fights. But essentially, the Countess is a floor fight, so it's kind of weird. I was figuring out about the Count until I figured out the yellow, purple, red, purple. Yeah, and it's not always the same. You could also think of it as 1 back, 2 back. So like he always moves 1 back, then 2 back, and like just in a rotating cycle, always like looping around. If you want to view it like that. This fight has a lot of upfront damage. We're actually kind of lucky it was a spider, not like a sheep or something. If we had to face like 2 sheep and a goblin with Jasper, I think Laia could just straight up die. That's just... that's how Act 1 goes, though. It's a very unlikely fight, but still one that is more than possible. Hopefully Reginald could just draw like a healing rain or something. Let's give all the Inspire to him. No healing rain. I could like scry myself to like search for it. There we go. Haha, got it. Alright. We can bless Laia so that she doesn't die very easily. And now we're more or less in the clear, I'd say. Probably still going to focus down the spider because it's the fastest thing to take down, not because it's the most threatening. And then the pig, probably don't want broken bones. Rest of that's fine. At least we get some zeal on us. Cool. Nothing to do with the 104 buffer witches, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those enemies that's a little bit insane. And I would say Andrin isn't really the problem of the final fight. Reginald is the scarier part. But people might not recognize that. It's funny to me how I usually feel like Act 1 is the hardest to act in across the Obelisk. You're not alone. I think the better you get at the game, the more likely that is to be true, because your choices and decisions throughout all the acts, like, should be rewarded the better you are. Thus, you have to face, like, the fact that Act 1 is when you have the least control. Like, it kind of just should be that way. Yeah. Alright, I don't know if that was the right way to play that card. Let's do Holy Storm. And then it's round 3, so you're not gonna go just yet. You might do some damage. That's probably fine. Dawn Light, Dawn Light. Can't really make you go too much faster, but we're going to heal up a little bit. Probably have more healing rains to find as well, so we won't take that much more damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Seems like all is good here. Laia should be able to heal up. Definitely need to win by this next turn. Lay on pause is a good start to that. And there's the full heal. Wonderful. Sanctify doing its job. Let's give Tula all the draw. And Reginald too if he has to go. Hopefully Tula just draws enough healing spells. She'll heal herself up. And then we have a benediction. Ah, cool. He's full health. Alright, so we can attack. And attack. And we're good. Full health on everybody. Personally, I think Act 2 is the hardest. I'm speaking of the characters I use in my playstyle, of course. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that distinction comes from all of us. I think also... I do think that's just true, though. I think the part of Act 2, especially before you get level 3, there's like one singular fight, especially if you're not taking high-scoring routes, where you can run into... Also, should I be thinking about these cards a little bit more? Definitely getting into like thinking brain. I'm looking off to the side. You can get into the fight where the enemies scale up, but you haven't leveled up, and those are particularly scary, especially if there's a call in that fight. And now a captain. Throw down the pigman, get our energy, little combat. I feel like I've usually got the majority of the decks I want by the time I get to Act 2. Add in Act 2 shop, and it's usually fine unless I decide, for whatever reason, I'd like to be in the Act 2 Pirate King. I mean, that is fair. Depending on your playstyle, you might be okay that way. Yeah, I think that Act 2, personally, for me as well, is, especially the beginning part of it, not usually the end part of it, is the hardest part. But it really depends on how much like money you're putting into your decks up front, what you've gotten like from your card rewards and divinations. There's all sorts of factors that go into it. Let's make sure Reginald gets Healing Rain. That'll probably be good for us. Ooh, I should have kept the Scry, actually, now that I think about it. Whoops. And we want to call in early in the game, plus Act 2, where bosses are the scariest in the game, and obviously the reset for nav health is particularly brutal. Yes, of course, the reset for nav health. The one everybody has to deal with. I should have a fair chunk of damage, but I don't know. Broken bones aren't particularly good for us. Ay, what am I gonna do? Holy Storm? Probably not. Am I gonna play this Holy Smite? I probably should, actually. In which case, we now need to play Penance on the back. And then we'll hit the front guy. Alright. Slightly longer fight. But yeah, I think I've lost the majority of my runs either early Act 1, because I didn't really know what I was doing. That's unfortunate. Or, like, at that midpoint in Act 2. And, like, literally just that midpoint. Decent heals, but not enough. Yikes. Okay. Gonna definitely need to wipe out some of these enemies, or Laia could be toast here. I know my playstyle is pretty, typically different than most people because I don't play multiplayer with friends, and despite best efforts to coordinate, we have never pulled off a real OTK comp. And so at this point, my friend group just builds to survive successfully, do a turn 2. That, I think, is like the most conventional way to play. Like, I actually think that is how most people play this game. And also, I think that's closer to how it was intended to be played at a higher level. Oof. I didn't expect that second blizzard. Ooh, Laia got real low. That's on me. Well, that's a big lay on pause. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Just wanna heal. No particular reason. What do we have left? Darn it. Can't really get anything. Maybe I'll put Temple Lurkers here. To kill a vulnerable immune Monty with 2 Frost Ovas and Ground Slam at full HP. that's the hard part about Act 2. Not speaking from experience, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I guess this guy just did his big attack, so we don't have to worry about him. I do want to heal up Laia. She does heal up next turn. So like, let's just leave this guy alive for now. Let it go to round 4. Should be safe at round 4 anyways. I doubt this guy could survive another round with Ottis. I think round 3 is usually where we'll end most fights. But can't be certain. Alright, full health at least. Those spider cards take way too long to play. I don't know what it is about them. But they're always like super slow in the animation department. I feel like they just don't have a sped up animation. Or something like that. Like, I really don't know. Wow, we're doing damage. Best looking Laia pause I've ever seen. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Well done. When you're trying to win and not do a weird challenge, strong conventional teams can wrap it up on turn 2 in average. Yeah, like I think if you're... Yeah, I think if you're playing conventionally, you can probably do round 2 a lot of the time. Debating whether I want to expected prophecy. I guess I'm not doing piercing hell shenanigans. We aren't like ever taking speed control. I just gave up on speed control. Round 2 I think is a little fast. I actually think most teams will be in between round 2 and round 3. It'll be a 2.5 on average, depending on the enemies that you face. When can Zeal stack? When we hit level 3 on Laia. Oh no wait, this doesn't let it stack. I'm dumb. It never stacks. I'm just silly. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna get Fat Zeal from what's it called? I had a... Sorry, that was part of my original plan. So here's something that annoyed me when I was looking at the perks. Originally, Laia was going to take Zeal on this hero can stack up to 10, and instead increases all resistances by 5 per charge, and heals by Sanctify by 12% per charge, but no longer decreases the damage done. And then I realized I'd rather just play a +4 Zeal card most of the time, and then other support cards to get myself tankier. That's right. Sorry. Divine Strike. Divine Strike is what we're going to use. Because I just realized we can have 4 Amplify. Yeah, we could have 4 Amplify, but yeah, that will never matter, because it can only stack to 10 anyways. And like, Laia would hit that pretty darn fast. I don't know, that perk also takes away the damage. I don't know. I think it's very awkward to run. I think the only real usage of that perk is if you're going to like stack Zeal on a tank. With other characters probably helping to stack that Zeal. So, yeah. Which is unfortunately not something we can do, because the only things that you can do to target others with Zeal are the cards that I showed. Well, those are the only cards that apply Zeal in general. But it would be Holy Aegis, but more likely just Perseverance. And you'd probably want to have the characters stacking it, have the +1 charges of Zeal. So yeah, that'd be fun. Sorry, I like completely got lost in the fact that I'm no longer doing the strategy that I had initially planned to do. My bad. But we do have the plus Zeal perks, which should hopefully make a decent difference. I don't know, we'll find out. We need to take out some of these gremlins before they get a chance to go. I don't want to have too much burn on me. But it's likely we're going to have a good chunk of it, it looks like. We have the energy to play this, so I might as well let that happen. Focus here. Applying burn to ourselves, a little bit scary. Yeah, we have more than enough damage. So we should take out you. And then, I don't know, hit Bilfear. You're going Forest Crown or not at all? Probably still going down there. Forest, but not Forest. Yeah, we're not going for Forest Crown. We're going for Starfall. Because Starfall is fun. We're gonna get Zeal on ourselves, so I don't need to worry about it too much. And then ideally Reginald here. Can draw some good stuff. We're gonna have to worry about Ottis burning. The very next turn. I think we might have a little bit too much fire on him. But if Reginald's able to draw a healing rain, then he can get rid of the fire on at least Ottis and then everybody else as well. So hopefully we get that here. We put a lot into his deck. Easy. Never had a doubt. And we can dispel his own even better. So healing rain, he's immune to wet, but we don't care. So yeah. Textbook Belfior fight. Not a problem. Still, it'll look scary next turn. I won't deny that. Actually, not even that scary. We're relatively tanky. We get to heal up even more. Ottis is the most important character for draws here. We just want to increase his damage overall. Yeah. I wish other characters could learn Starfall. Me too. But it's kind of cool that it's an Ottis only thing. Like, I kind of like that it's special for him. I just wish it didn't make you lose out on, like, as many rewards as it makes you lose out on. But it is a very good card. The opposite of cool. Alright, I think he's dead this turn. Got him. And let's see. Purple Flash, that's pretty good. A third penance? That's probably too many penances. Or is it? I'm taking it. Third Benediction would definitely be too many Benedictions on Reginald, especially considering that I want him to actually do attacks. We're in a weird spot in Reginald. I think repair armor's fine. I'm going to skip that. Kevon hates the bacon, confirmed. Oh yeah, it is known. Okay, so Searing Blast could be decent on Ottis. Cloak of Evasion could help him survive. I mean, Cloak of Evasion could help everybody survive. But I'm going to take the Searing Blast on Ottis. That might be fine. There's no real point in speed unless we want to change speed ties between people. I think Reinforced Armor is a genuinely okay take here on Laia. It's a start, and we might be able to get it purple. then I think Reginald's like the next most tanky. So I'd rather just have it this way. And keep in mind, we do need to save our level ups because we did not make sure that Ottis has a completely spell deck. We put unwavering, or we put the fires in his deck, so these are skills, not spells. We tried to make it mostly spells though. Okay, as for some level ups, Laia's is not that important. Neither is Reginald's. I'd say Holy Hatchery is probably the most important. And then Praise the Sun is pretty good. I don't know if we have to... I don't know if taking a card for somebody else, though, changes the outcome. Or if you have to take the card on the person themselves in order to change the outcome. For their deck in particular. That's actually a good question. That would be nice to know right now. Where's Bin Bin? You're the pig's #1 hater. Just taking a card for somebody else does change the deck polls of some of the other characters. I think it does too. One card shuffles everybody's deck, right? I think so. Like, I want to say that's true. What are we doing here? Got a lot of useless cards over here. Alright, and we'll probably focus down the middle guys. They're typically the most threatening. Ottis could maybe actually deal with that. That's fine. Get a Benediction. Early Bless is great for us. Then take out a little bit more of that guy's evade. Perfect. His buffer's gone now as well. Benediction +4. And yeah, this is probably okay. Rewards don't, level ups do. That's what it is. Okay. That's why I get confused. Thank you. Thank you, Voodoo. Okay, so yeah. Other people's level ups are important. So we could take Ottis's level up and be totally fine. Man, it'd be good to have on this turn right here, wouldn't it? Shoot, am I playing Holy Storm? Or do I want to scale slightly faster? Guess I'll play Holy Storm. It gets the job done mostly. That guy's gonna heal anyways, but everybody else should have permanent damage done to them. I hope they don't remove Ottis's Blast, but, well, there it goes. We'll start by making Ottis's Bless better again. Now we gotta take out multiple guys. Penance is probably good for taking out multiple guys. Well, not for multiple guys, but you know what I mean. It's good enough. Draw... Ooh, Spider Hatchling. That's actually great for us. One of the other things we're going to be looking for is Energize on a lot of our characters. Yeah. Praise the Sun would have been really good for this fight. Searing Blast is almost enough damage. I'm gonna see if I can maybe take out one of these guys without too much issue. Ooh, almost got him. Perfect. And then we do have Flash for you. And then we have double Penance, which is hopefully enough. That's enough. Alright, now there's just one guy left. We're pretty much full health. We should be solid. Yeah, rewards is just that person's deck. It's so Interesting that it works that way. And it's funny how much we manipulate that. Good old backup saves. Something that is definitely unintentional in terms of base gameplay. But man, is it nice to not have to go through multiple runs worrying about any of that. Alright, Tula's close enough to full health. We can finish the fight here. We even have bandages from Reginald. Purge 2, sometimes this might be useful early on. Early on, I don't hate Purge 2. There's a lot of guys who apply courage to themselves and or powerful. I think we could swing that. Also take this Ray of Hope. Due to our plans to grab more, or to grab Paladin Gauntlets and make it purple, I think grabbing a purple Ray of Hope is fine. Dawn Light on Reginald, while it doesn't seem like it's bad, it's honestly just not what we want to have in our opening hand most of the time. So I think I'll skip it. I really wish Dawn's Light could go back to being a much more takeable card. Pandemonium is maybe something I'll consider later. Must feel good not to have 4 burn entering the forge every run. Just play bad clarity instead. Yeah. Alright, what rewards do we get? No dimensional crystal? What? That's crazy. How could you? I don't know that I really care about most of these. Maybe we'll take Scroll of Resurrection on Tula. We'll see if that comes in clutch. Let's take the Praise the Sun here. If we know we can manipulate with Reginald and or Laia. We shouldn't be that unlucky. And then I think Reginald will be the one taking Atonement, because I don't want to gamble on Ottis's level up thing here. Though it could have some good items. You got too many last run? Not enough supply? Yeah. Oh, did I just take Sub-Zero? I meant to not take this. That's a stupid take. We are not a team that's equipped for Sub-Zero in the slightest. Well, that would be the end of the run if we didn't have backup saves. Yeah, that's just the end of the run, I think. Like, there's... Especially with courage on everybody. Oh, God. Speaking of courage. Oh, dear. What a misplay. I don't even know who to take out. Probably just, like, whoever can be taken out would be the thing, but, like, who's that? All of them have fairly decent resistance now. Alright, Ottis. Show them what you got. Not good enough. Easily not good enough. We took out one enemy. And then this guy's gonna purge 2 on everybody. Oh god. It's so bad. What if we did somehow win this? That'd be crazy. Well, if they all stun one person, maybe. Maybe there's a chance. I still don't think there's any chance at all, actually. Especially because Ottis is the one who got stunned. It's kind of like the most unfortunate person getting stunned. Yeah, I don't know. Reginald, draw some cards that deal damage. This guy's just gonna like stun Reginald or something. Yeah, the Purge 2 is really what kills us here. But everybody stunned one guy. That's kind of perfect. That's like what you'd want. Pig never fails to disappoint. I mean, this is not a corruption we should have taken. We'll probably just undo this and go back, but I'm kind of curious how much I can push the limits here. Problem being, we have to heal up. Shoot, I was trying to make Reginald lowest health, but that's never gonna work because he's got to attack this turn. Like, this is... Tula's dead, probably. Although... jump is bad. Laia, don't die. Hey, the Scroll of Resurrection on Tula! Oh, the god play. Okay, perfect. It did its job. Honestly, that's totally fine. If that's all it takes, that's all we have to do, that might actually be perfect. 27 Fury? 27 Fury. Yeah. That's a lot of damage on Ottis. Okay, but we didn't die. It's like the only critical thing for this team. Do not die. Okay. Probably have to just like focus down somebody. Spider hatching, Temple Lurker. We got heals. We need to have Tula not die again. About to do a pig run just for you. The pig run... Yeah, to be clear, the pig is actually strong and can do a lot better than what I'm showing him do right now. I just want everybody to know that. This is kind of silliness. Okay, that guy's out of the picture. That guy's out of the picture, so now it's just you. Do we survive another turn of you? The answer is, I don't know. Please don't focus Tula. What did I say? Alright, we can heal up for sure off this fight, though. Can't even hate a character in peace. Why do I have so many fans? Just for Kevon? Yeah, no, I got that it was just for Kevon. Alright, can we... Do we need to heal up Tula? Probably don't have to heal up Tula that much. Like, any little heals will do. Hey, there's Searing Blast. Yeah, maybe she's high enough health. I think for the next non-fight, because we're not... For the next fight, maybe we're fine. I hope. Dispel, dispel, dispel. That is something that I want. Prayer of Healing is not. Don't think I'm going to take that benediction. I do want delay response awkwardly. Save game. Go down here. Definitely don't care about any of those. So glad we don't have to deal with that madness when facing in Diona, the Elder Dryad. She's kind of a pain because she dispels everybody. It's funny when there are enemies that like were actually still faster than, despite not having any speed. Okay, get rid of the broken bones. That was a really good scribe for Reginald. And then benediction still goes to Ottis. I wanna heal up somewhat, but oh, we don't have, or we have decay. Decay is annoying. Shackles sucks, but honestly it doesn't change too much. I think I'm actually gonna heal up Laia a little bit. And then we probably want to take out the sniper dude. Sniper dude's the scariest. Kevon can redeem himself by playing an Ottis carry run. Ooh. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Ottis carry is... That's a lot of fun. You should try it. Okay, Holy Hatchery. We're going to heal ourselves quite nicely. Even if we can't attack all that much. Alright, Ottis. It's time. Praise that sun. Just do it. Did not praise the sun. Did not sun hard enough. Okay. Still, I think we get to do a lot of damage here. It's 2 enemies down. Arguably one of the most important enemies left alive. Let's save our energy on Ottis. And then we'll be able to attack into her because she'll have a bunch of Sanctify. Now we need to hit this guy's evasion. Never? You'll never play an Ottis run? But why not? It could be fun. Join us. Oh, I should have put Courage on Ottis so he didn't take as much damage from the Lunar Glare. That would have been smart. Wow, that's going to be a damaging as heck turn. Okay, let's hopefully let Ottis focus as much as possible on that turn. Get a little bit of stuff going here. I mean, honestly, a little bit of block there. And then, okay, probably don't need that many cards. Cool. Wait, I never did it. I'm proud of it. I have him at level 50 though. That's pretty good. So one Spiderling here is easily enough. And then Penance should do the trick. Or at least 2 of them should. Just one of them. That's kind of what I thought. Cool. Okay, we don't need a 3rd Penance, especially not one that's unupgraded. They've been giving Tula, like, all the flashes. I don't know if I'm, like, supposed to take that or not. I'm still confused on what I'm doing. Who was that person who said they were confused on what to do with Tula? I'm still confused on what to do with Tula. Sometimes. Do I want to take another clarity on Reginald? I don't want Reginald pulling too much of a support duty. It's more on Laia and Tula. But they also both need ways to hit. So save, but we'll skip all this. And then, so yeah, we save here. 85% chance of getting the spell card. Oh my god. This is why we save. 85% chance. Holy Spy, there we go. Starfall, perfect. Exactly what I expected. Oh, okay. 18, 22, 21. It's a lot of cards, isn't it? Yeah. So the thing is, we actually really need to replace a lot of our bad cards in Reginald's deck. That's why we took so many. We also needed more healing rains to guarantee them on the Belfior fight. Or, like, not guarantee them, but make them way, way, way more likely. To the point of, like, it'd be unlikely if we didn't draw them at the times needed. So, those were the thoughts. And honestly, maybe we didn't need that many healing rains, but I felt much safer playing with them rather than without them. We can play Excalibur. Why not? Tula gets Holy Ripple. Upwind, like, literally doesn't matter to us. Let's take a look at the exotic shop. Might as well. You mean don't plan on running 3x heal on Reginald intact 4? Crazy, I know. It's kind of crazy. Imagine if heal was actually, like, a card worth playing. Alright, Laia's tanky enough. Once we get, like, just a semi-decent resistance armor on her, she's going to be so set. And she's going to have, like, 3 Zeal when monsters are attacking her, generally, so plus 21% resists from that. Ah, beautiful. Think of beauty, for sure. Alright, we heal up here. We got a Healing Rain. Don't know how important that is, but Reginald has a lot of bad cards, so let's try getting rid of some. That wasn't the worst, honestly. Yeah, we can have Ottis go first. Who cares? I care, but I shouldn't. It's gonna be a long fight anyway. Who's the most annoying? I guess Slime, because Slime puts bad stuff in our deck. So, like, genuinely should probably kill the Slime. Now, Reginald has a pretty decent chance of finishing the job. In fact, to make it more likely... Yeah, we'll just do that. Cool. Alright, get rid of the broken bones. We have another inner fire. Don't hate any of that. This is fine. Why don't you take Holy Ripple? Chain is really good, right? Right? You know, there is a time in my Across the Obelisk career I would have taken that purple Holy Ripple. And, like, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the card that I wanted to be spending energy on most of the time. The best thing about Holy Ripple is that it applies a lot of charges of things really quickly. Especially in like a 2-monster fight. But yeah, it's sadly not very good. Alright, Dispel 2, I mean, get rid of the heal. That seems fine. We like Dispel. We got rid of the most annoying status to us. I am excited for the day when we're going to be able to get Paladin Gauntlets. I think we'll get a lot of value on them on this run. Ooh, Divine Retribution. Alright, let's focus down the tree trunk. They can actually deal some serious damage. I want to apply all the charges and pretend that Ripple is good. Yeah, Chain is good if everything is dead or close to dead. Noted. Yeah. That sounds accurate. That's sadly on point. Wait, I should have, ooh. Save turn, reload that turn. Hold up. We need to refocus our attack there. Atonement should hit this guy in the center. Then we'll Searing Blast. Then Penance. Penance. More fortune tellings that we get will be better. I wanted to afford fortune tellings early on, but I found I just didn't have the shards, so I ended up spending my money on Scry instead. And that ended up well enough. I like having Fortify. Okay, yeah, she's definitely fine now. One enemy can't hurt us that badly. Or can they? No, they really can't. Okay, Broken Bones are annoying. Can't wait till we can get a card remove. I feel like there's some runs you just don't see many card removes at all. I forget that that card does one fast. Hey! Praise the sun. Woo! Alright. Let's have our damage go crazy. Usually 6 flashes on Reginald is fine for like a carry Reginald, but we're like a hybrid carry Reginald. And usually we start taking them out later. And we have an atonement here. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be taking that extra flash. Seems unlikely to be useful for me. Now, a upgraded clarity on Tula, I will actually take. There'll be times that we would need this. I don't think we're doing anything with Leech. Endless Bag. I don't know if we're going to have that much energy on this run. Endless Bag is questionable to me. It's also really expensive. Tesseract. Maybe on Laia for Divine Strike could be good. I could see that, actually. There's a lot of good weapons on Laia, though. And still kind of expensive. But for Divine Strike, Tesseract might be useful. I will still skip. Nothing there interested me too much. We do get to use the Moonstone, take out the Dryad. That helps out this team immensely. I can't believe we defeated a Freeze. It did require Tula to use up her death item, but honestly, it's cool that we were able to make use of it. Right, we are this slow. I forget, we're slower than the frickin' tree. Oh god. That feels bad. Damn. Well, that's gonna be playing from the back foot. Oh well. Here we go. At least we're Sanctify, so like we can attack into thorns better than most. Get early benediction. That's gonna be good. This is gonna be a tricky fight for me to solve. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Divine. We definitely want to take out the Trunky. If we can this next turn. This is a decent Praise the Sun turn. Hold up. I don't know if I really want to go all in. But it's not a bad time for it. Yeah. It's a pretty good turn, all things considered. Damn. That was a lot of damage. But he will heal up all that damage if we're not careful. He's gonna have a massive amount of thorns. Alright. And regen. So yeah, he gets rid of all the Sanctify, does damage, heals up. That was annoying. But we're not in the worst spot. Might as well take the double shackles out. And then we're not going to be able to heal very well. Okay. So that's spooky. So we're gonna solve it with Praising Sun? Yeah, it's easy win. The sound, I can't. Why does he need to groink every time he hits something? You know you love it. Alright. Atonement. Divine Retribution maybe gets me somewhere. I'm really worried about Tula. I think Tula is just dead. Oh, I forgot about this. We have Starfall. It's not gonna be good enough. But like neither is Double Penance. I mean, gets us close. There's no way I can speed up Tula. Not even close. Okay, Excalibur. I don't know. I don't know that I can keep her alive in the slightest. We'll put some healing rains on us. Yikes. Does he dispel again? He dispels again too, right? No, this is a Moonbeam turn. Ooh, she didn't die. So as long as she doesn't get to go, we're A-okay. Alright. I can accept this. Oh, actually, she's still alive? Holy crap. Arguably. No, I mean, he's just dead. What am I thinking? Yeah, he's just dead. Cool. GG. Good tree fight. I'm gonna hack your phone and make it your notification sound, Kevon. It's legit making me feel uncomfortable. Leave my phone alone, he's already dying. Yeah. Alright. Sadly Divine Ire is not a card I really care for in most scenarios. Strangely okay in like the Obelisk weeklies. Penance on Reginald. Now there is a card that we can take. That's a good one for him. Yin Yang Bolt. I can't like imagine needing this outside of like a captain that steals our Bless aura, which is more likely than I want to admit. And then it's not that good. And a Deja Vu. I mean, we're just not really going into Deja Vu. Maybe I should, though. I don't know. Lots of decisions to make. None of those felt pretty good. Purple lockpicks. Not the time I need it. Detox potion, though, that is good. It could definitely keep us alive. But on who is the question? Like, it's likely to be the most useful on Laia. But we'll do it on Tula. It's just aren't the armors I want to see. Alright, great. Every time I get offered a purple or upgraded divine ire, I cry because it could have been a divine power. And true. Alright, let's go. Still the yellow portal, I think, is where we go first. It just makes the most sense for a team like this. The blue portal is also good. Okay, we did get the hiker. Interesting. We got the hiker and we have a rift, so we can go do all the things. And we have a money option there, so yeah, I think this middle route looks really good to me. Okay. Wow, a sapphire ring, huh? Interesting. Proficient as well. Okay. Good items. The good items. We like it. So you may or may not be surprised to see that I am going to get divine power on a few characters. Man, not having Mimi really makes everything feel much more expensive. Like, I know it's not like really much more expensive, but boy, does it feel that way. Ray of Hope. I don't want to get rid of like too many of those. Like Deja Vu is probably less useful a lot of the time. Okay. Inner Fire should be less necessary on Ottis. Get rid of the heals. Sacred Bolts. Cool. Nice thing about these decks is like it's really easy to find cards to get rid of. Like, just feel like comfortable getting rid of them straight away. And I like everybody having a little bit of a healing rain. Like, I like diversifying there. Guess benedictions are going to be less good. I'll keep a purple Benny for now. Pair armor we could shift over to not cost anything. All right. 2006 gold. Are you buying for Holy? There's a clear lack of prophecy on this team. Yeah, so the lack of prophecy is because we have a lack of energy right now, and we have a lack of zero cost cards. Once we get one of those two, I will buy more prophecy. There's also just other like critical cards that we needed early on. Like Scry, I think right now is better than expected prophecy for the most part. We just want more scrying, generally speaking. Repair armor applies block, no. Oh my god. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore the fact that I forgot about that. I totally forgot that it applies block. It applies such a small amount of block, but you're right. Oh no, what have I done? Tarnish the whole run. Anyhow, you have miasma. This is not a receivable argument. I think it is. We still have really thick decks. And we have really expensive decks. Like, our decks are too expensive for that. I don't know what to tell you. I firmly believe that to be true. Okay. Divine Retribution, the Benediction. So, yeah, this is where it gets awkward. What am I gonna do on Reggie? Man, I wish I could remove Broken Bones. Fanaticism? Yeah, Fanaticism would be another thing that we have to do. Tula's the only one, well, Tula and potentially Laia could play Fanaticism a little bit easier, but putting Vulnerable on us is actually something we really don't want to do in most fights. Keep in mind, we have to live through monster hits, and sure, there's some monster fights where they'll put 10 Vulnerable on us straight away, Dream Sheep, but like, most of them won't, and our resistances are critical to surviving turns. So, like, Fanaticism is not as much as a freebie as it normally is. Tula has evade at least. Yeah, Tula does have evade at least. And also Tula is just, like, the best candidate for it, generally. That said, she's also gonna do some of the least with it. So, I don't know. I do like Anthem of Hope. We do plan on buying it later anyways. So the other things I'm thinking about spending money on here. So we have Starfall. Starfall's great. We don't need any other thick card outside of Starfall and Holy Storm, and then Penances for damage. I would love more zero cost attacks on Ottis and or more energy to put on him. Fanaticism's like kind of a way to do that, but it's a super dangerous way. I think like genuinely the most valuable buys for us are probably fortune tellings. I mean, that just, maybe I end my sentence there. It's probably just like fortune telling is the most valuable buy. And things that give Inspire right now. Anthem of Hope is insane for Mortis. Yeah, definitely. I think we're definitely getting Anthem of Hope, but I'm also thinking I want to at least have the 2 bases that we can covered in terms of reinforce. And Battle Shout does do that while also giving all heroes powerful. Like, I think this is actually a good buy. Even upgraded as is. Like, Battle Shout might be the way here. It doesn't give block, which is an important part of this whole thing, apparently. Yeah. And then Anthem of Hope, I think, is, like, definitely good for survivability. I'm not actually very worried about Mortis, to be honest. I'm a lot more worried about pretty much everything else. I don't want to get rid of all the Ray of Hopes. I still think those are okay. I think Benediction might be able to stick around in Tula's deck for now. And yeah, Reginald's deck is a bit too expensive. He's on the support team, so we're most likely doing more support. Could get rid of a Clarity in his deck. He's like the one we want to have holy attacks. We don't have energy for Prophecy. Buys Battle Shout. Listen, some things are more important than draw. Look, Prophecy might be able to get us a helping hand or another Scry, which is very good. But Prophecy doesn't put Reinforce or Powerful on the entire team. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Just sometimes card draw is not what I need. If it was purple, I would take it. Everyone waiting on Kevon to go from denial to acceptance. I don't know. It's hard. I think I want Reinforce for these fights. There's a lot of physical damage that comes up in many fights. I think, honestly, the thing I want most is Insulate, but we don't have access to Insulate at all. So it's a little bit rough. But yeah, Battle Shout's even good on the Mortis fight. We could buy unupgraded if I wanted to save shards and kind of get something else going. There's an argument for that. I think fortune telling is super important. In fact, I think upgrading this fortune telling is something we would definitely want to do. I think buying another fortune telling here on Reginald is something we really want to do. Maybe I want to buy it on Laia. I'm not sure yet. Then I guess that answers my question for the battle shout. We'll buy the unupgraded version, then hope to upgrade it later. We have healing rains for burn. That's one of our lose conditions dealt with. Holy slashes we're keeping for now. Don't want to get rid of a holy nova really. Maybe 2 healing rains enough. Wait, we don't have a healing rain here. Never mind. We have 2 dispel magics, which are okay. Prophecy is my favorite card in the game. Lets me spread my propaganda. Fun fact, I used yellow fortune telling when I went infinite on Nav. It was still terribly bad. Yeah. Unsurprising. Also, you really don't need it. It's incredibly easy to go infinite on Nav. So we're gonna have access to a lot of power. We should do enough damage. I just need Ottis to have more Inspire and a less expensive deck. This is Inspire from Clarity, Fortune Telling, Helping Hands, Clarity, Delay Response even. We could upgrade the Delay Response to be less expensive for Laia. I don't hate that idea. Everything's so expensive. I think this is a good upgrade. Let's do that. And then we do have Sapphire Ring. Sapphire Ring, the Proficient, definitely things we're going to want to buy. I don't know on who just yet. I would buy Sapphire Ring on Aquamarine Bracelet, but I think it's more important that we have the energy somewhere else. In fact, because we just... How expensive is Laia's deck? 0.88, 0.82, 1.6. I mean, it's still probably the most worth it to buy on Ottis, but it feels bad replacing another energy ring here. Especially when we can use the energy elsewhere. So I think still I'm going to probably get this on Laia. Want to make the card viable. I used the Vanished Meteor Sour on a Fire Melee so she could insta time loop it with the energy discount. Yeah, that's funny. That's really cool. I think Sapphire Ring on Laia. I could see Reginald as well, but he's going to get some of the most support in the game. And he shouldn't need too much energy to be useful. I should have upgraded the penance on Reginald. Well, whatever. I don't hate our upgrades so far. I think I'm still going to hold on to Steel Rod, hope for a miracle. Hopefully we find one. We want to save 300 gold to give to people for the benefits, because a free card upgrade, well, a free card upgrade could also be worth a lot to me, but Holy Hammer is worth a whole heck of a lot to me, so might go with the Holy Hammer. Alright, and then Proficient. I think Proficient goes on Reginald. Allows us to keep more of the skills in his deck that we are thinking about getting rid of, but now we are less inclined to get rid of them. Don't spend money here. And I think that sets us up for success. So let's keep going. Oh, it's a Monty. Fun. Ottis gets Baptism. We are definitely not going to do Putrefaction right now with the Monty. I don't feel comfortable in that at all. So this is what I think is going to be some of the scary parts of the game. I think if we see a captain, depending on, especially if it's Blackbeard, we might just die. So hopefully there's no Blackbeard on the way. Collins are also super scary. The rest of the fights that we could do are probably doable. This is like awkward. We want to filter out Otis's turn. I guess I want to scry on Laia probably. Maybe this is good. This is good. We dispel 2 there. Get some courage. Life's good. Okay. A lot of Sanctify on everybody already. Another Divine Power. I mean... he's got a lot going for him. Can Healing Rain, at least apply that regen somewhere. Hit the bunny. He's got very little Holy Resist. And then 11 Bless. Not terrible. And then 7 Energy. It's really nice with a Praise the Sun. And he's full powerful. Okay, so... problem with Starfall is that it is a random monster. The nice thing is that we probably don't care. Well, that's the slowest turn 1 you're gonna see. Okay. You know, I gotta admit, they gave me all the penances on Ottis. I don't need any more penances than this, but I appreciate them offering it to me still. I didn't realize I was going for full OTK, but I guess I did stuff a whole bunch of divine powers into everybody's deck, so there we go. Yeah, obviously it's just a skate park and I just want to do cool tricks. That's how I feel. Except I want to do, like, dumb tricks. So how important is Holy Hammer to me? On hit Sanctify is really good. Who would take this? On hit Sanctify? I mean, we could give that to... give it to Tula, weirdly, but she's not going to be hitting that much. In fact, ideally, she won't be hitting much at all. So maybe not Tula. So then there's just Laia, Reginald, and Ottis. I think Ottis could do with just keeping Durandal. Durandal might work the whole time. But maybe that's actually better. Maybe Ottis takes the... Yeah, I don't know. There's all sorts of reasons to get it on different people. Maybe we actually just ignore it and go for the straight, like, divine power upgrade and then, like, do the Laia thing. I actually, like, I'm tempted to do that. Who needs Holy Hammer when you have this much Sanctify? Train my pet. Absolutely. That now makes me think I should have gotten it on Heiner. Or, sorry, on Reginald. Another Monty. Hilariously, again, not a problem for us. Ooh, removal of the Reinforce does suck. Laia does get to survive, though. We get a lay on pause. It's great. Wonderful for us. Boost up Ottis once again. Then, guess I'll still give Tula some draw. Anthem of Hope's gonna be nice. Whoops, I keep forgetting that it speeds up every single time. Man, that is gonna get me non-stop. Don't know that we're gonna finish this fight as fast now. In fact, I'm fairly certain we won't. But we can at least maybe take out the bunny. Might need to go back and redo that Tula turn. He's definitely questionable. Yeah. Especially because we could have so much more bless. Don't want to play the healing rain just yet. It's a painful thing for us to do. Wait, is he dead? He's dead. Okay. Well, that's fine. Hopefully Laia gets to live. If she does, we'll heal back up to full, and everything will be just peachy. So as you can see, Battle Shout, super useful. We'll definitely get rid of the burn on that guy. That's just a plus for us. Divine Grace. I mean, that's all really good for Reginald to have. Do need to heal up Laia a little bit more. But in truth, we're probably like out of the worst of it. Everybody else gets to draw more. Get Sacred Weaver. I guess like we have the Tula healing, so like Wish Granted on the Laia heal. Can't play the Divine Power, sadly. Oh well. We do have a Divine Power left in our deck, so maybe we just like filter for it. Oh, we have a skill draw as well. I could have gotten both the things I wanted. And then we assume that Ottis probably still has enough damage. We'll be needing that Inner Fire. Who's the spookiest guy here? Probably the front guy. But he's not going to be able to apply as much fire. Well, it's annoying. Searing Blast is some damage. Holy Storm is some damage. Flash takes care of you. Penance almost takes care of you, but not quite. Alright. At least there's just one guy left. And we're full health. Perfect. Everything's coming into play. Alright. Tula should heal. Back to full immediately. And I guess we have like Divine Power, Anthem of Hope, sort of shenanigans. I guess Reginald probably also just wins here. With 10 Bless, it's likely. I guess it's not that likely though. Hey, never mind. I gotta remember that I have the proficient. Okay. Holy Aegis, not the thing that we can repair. There's some repair armor that I would really like to take. But that's not going to be for me. I will take a delay response on Tula, probably. We need to make sure that we have cards that can hit on her as well in the late game, so I'm tempted by this Penance. But I'm going to take delay response for now. We'll skip the rest of this. Arguably, we could take the Purge Courage, but I don't really see a desperate need to. I know the history well. Oh, right, Heron's Courage. It's fine. Honestly, totally fine. Then we gotta do the Eldritch Rift, combat them. They're not very good against holy damage, so this shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to take them out. They're going to take full speed control, but that was always the case. I like just ignoring the speed stat. Every once in a while, I want to do a run that ignores it. So, this is one of those nice times for me. Let's see. We'd like to see fortune telling here, probably. We can unslow Reginald. Didn't get to see it yet. Did get to see a Divine Power. I mean, that's also one of those things that I think is fine. Otis could have a ton of draw, potentially. There's a fortune telling. Get rid of the last buffer. Okay. I think this is going to go pretty well. Yeah, especially because we don't need this inner fire. Probably don't need... I mean, double penance still seems like it's too much. Unless we draw extra energy, which I guess I could bank on. Do I want to play Divine, or do I want to play this? I guess I'll do that. Did we find it? No. But... no. Dang it. I was really hoping for Praise the Sun this turn. Oh well. Toman does a ton of damage anyways. Searing Blast is pretty good, and then we'll just see what Starfall hits. Focus our attacks accordingly. Okay, you're dead, which is great. And then we can't quite double penance this guy down, can we? I see that we don't have the damage there. So I shouldn't even try, because he'll just heal to full. So I guess instead we'll just make sure these guys don't steal anything from us. And then we'll be happy with just... I don't know, he's going to summon 2 more Riftlings, but at least they'll be on a delayed clock. Oh wait, he doesn't do that yet. That's right, he already summoned them. I forget, we're so slow. We're so slow, and it's fantastic. Okay. Otis is going far too fast. Speed up, Laia. We get to Holy Hatchery. Go to buffer this way. Lay on pause. Eventually we'll want to get rid of the healing rains as they are. Probably don't want to play something that's not Divine Power if we're going to buff up Otis. Wow. We already have all the damage we need. I think this guy's like the closest to death, but we'll hit a little bit hard. Praise the Sun. Does Holy Storm do it? Won't quite, will it? Does... okay, I think Penance does it though. Yeah. That'll do. Cool. Really need a Rift update with new enemies and maybe change 1 or 2 locations on certain maps. Why? Second fortune telling, I honestly don't hate it. I like Radiant Assault. I don't know if I like it right now. I also like Holy Nova. I might like Holy Nova more right now than I like Radiant Assault. But I do like Radiant Assault for the later game. Do we have the energy on Reginald? Not really. Yeah, I shouldn't take it. It's better not to take it here. Wrong fortune telling, but we can always change it out later. I don't hate grabbing the upgraded Unholy Storm. We don't need to keep our deck that efficient. Does hurt to pass up upgraded. But we simply don't have the energy. I can take a Holy Nova though. Because why not? Because there are other things that you could have the devs spend time and energy on. Is presumably the answer. Okay. So Dimensional Crystal, obviously really good here. We will take Dimensional Crystal there. I think we'll take Eldritch Cloak on Reginald. That gives him some good survivability. On Laia, perhaps I should take Eldritch Sword just to survive as well. I don't hate building up more resistances or mitigation, whichever of the two we get. Can save our game. So we can do the Zealotry. I like the Zealotry. The Holy Spell there is really good. Sanctify +2 is really good. I don't hate these either, but like, am I really gonna go that deep into Sanctify? Am I holding on to it for whatever reason? I don't know if there's anything I'm holding on to them for, to be honest. I think we're just gonna go for it. A heal, and then a random monster starts with a blob. I mean, I guess we'll grab the upgrade altar, because there's some things that we could change out right now. Like the fortune telling on Tula. The Lancers likely our number one priority here. It's actually kind of an annoying team for us. The eyeball is going to be making this fight take way longer. Okay, I actually did like the least annoying thing it could early on. That is excellent news. Like Battle Shout. We have Zeal. We'll get Zeal there. Again, it falls off one at a time, so we'll get extra resistances this way. Put the Temple Lurker in. Fortune telling, I guess. Hey, we get rid of the Broken Bone. It's nice. Then we'll bless. Alright. Spikes early on, kind of annoying, but they're not that bad for us. And then we do get to look kind of deep. And even without a ton of powerful, we could still do some decent damage with Ottis. Yeah, we did pick up some powerful. Okay, the hope is that the... Oh. Save turn. Reload. I definitely just forgot that I had Dimensional Crystal. I'm like, Atonement, you gotta play that first. No, we definitely play Starfall first. Then we see what's up. Okay, now we can play Atonement. Then we play Starfall again. See who we have to hit. They didn't want to take out the eyeball for me. Understandable, but also annoying. Because I do need to kill this eyeball. It's going to put courage on everybody. It's going to put a bad card in all of our decks. It's going to be super annoying. That just make the fight take forever. Now, if we die, I might have to prioritize somebody else. But, like, I think we can get away with just targeting down that eyeball. Yeah, Lancer isn't scary till round 3. So, we got time. Plenty of time. And we'll heal up to full anyways. Cool, get rid of Broken Bone there. We have a Praise the Sun turn incoming. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Now we just need more energy for Ottis through probably Divine Power. There's a way to get that. Got all the heals. Yeah, Divine Power, like I said, the energy's good. I think I'll do the Courage just to give us still a better chance of other cards. Fortune Telling also would have been nice, but Reginald can get both of those things. What did I say? Okay. So, hit here is totally fine. We have Atonement. We can deal some substantial damage to somebody, because Reginald's a cool guy. We got Fortune Telling there. Get rid of the Amnesia. Ah, okay. Well, I think the fight's done. Yeah, okay. I assume just Praise the Sun, Holy Storm does it. Yeah. This feels nice. Like, I like the slow pace of this. Now, we won't be getting Holy Storm on Reginald. I just don't think that's going to be necessary for us. Do I take the upgraded Expected Prophecy on Ottis? I do want to take it eventually. Like, I genuinely do. I just don't know if now is the right time. We got a lot of I guess we could upgrade it too to the right version. It's just kind of cool. But do I? Do I upgrade it to the right version? We are still low on energy. That's a fact. I can't wait to get Monoloop. Monoloop's gonna solve everything. Eldritch Captains would be fun. Why do you hate me? Also, I'm sure you said that like a while ago. But I'm sorry I didn't see it until now. But also, gross. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Nobody wants captains. That's not a thing that anybody actually wants. Delay response upgrade here is probably fine. Then could upgrade this Holy Slash. Okay. Go to the pyramid, we can get in for free, and then we can't go to the right side because we did not pay for that. Save game. We finally get access to remove cards, so we're going to take it to remove our injuries. Despite it giving a decent bit more damage to these guys. We didn't ask for 26 base speed enemies either. Yeah, correct. I also want to not have 26 base speed enemies. I still don't think we should have them in the game. Okay, it's not a... Nice thing about Tula's hands is none of them feel particularly bad to me. Like, they always feel reasonable. Oh, we played an attack. That's a dangerous thing to do. 4 Fury. We can live through that. Just don't play any more attacks. That's the key. Okay, then we can speed up our boy. It's all in the service of getting a better early turn here. Now the spider casts courage on everybody. You hate to see it. Truly. It's a bad thing for us, but we got divine power early. That's great. Now we can dispel if I want to. I guess we'll dispel on Ottis and just, I don't know, hit that spider. No, we should hit the... Oh, whoa, this team sucks. I hate fighting these guys. Okay, Inner Fire. We have Praise the Sun on a double Starfall turn. I have to imagine that's worth it. And then... Still want to take down that dude. But we'll see. Wow. Alright. That was a lucky turn. Hopefully later on we turn that into like a non-lucky turn and a more just expected turn. I don't think that we'll ever have it truly expected. We don't have a scout on the team. And we aren't like going all in on like a fast like scry strategy and everything, but it's definitely something we could make a lot more likely. I very much like that turn. Hoping not to have a reliance on divine power later. Oh, do we need to heal Laia? Yeah, Laia didn't get to attack. Ooh. Huh. That is a danger with Laia's deck doing the things that it's doing now, isn't it? And this guy's just gonna die next turn anyway, though. So we might as well finish this job. 114 HP, probably still enough to survive with all her resists. Save turn. I think a purple clairvoyance is surprisingly worth it for me. Another Anthem of Hope. We don't hate it on Tula. Don't think I'm going to take it on Reginald. Not that it's terrible on him, but he's not the one I want playing it. We'll skip on the rest of these. And we get to remove 2 cards in everybody's deck. So Broken Bones go straight away. And then Ottis. Definitely going to remove a more expensive Holy Smite. Still debating what I want to remove here. I guess we'll remove a Clarity because we've got a delay response to grab now. And then I was like, I was just saying I need to attack more, and I was like about to get rid of Holy Nova. Clarity we could get rid of. 1 cost AoE for Praise the Sun is always good. Yeah, exactly. That's my feeling too. Maybe Laia doesn't need the Healing Rain. It's a little bit sketchy. We like her having Inspire. But she's got a delay response and Helping Hands. Oh, we can't remove any more cards in her deck. Okay, Reginald. Reginald. This Healing Rain. We sure do have it. Okay, we're getting rid of a flash. We're going to keep Atonement later on. 4 flashes is probably going to be fine for his deck long term. Save game. Free card upgrade. Super good. Divine Power probably. Genuinely unsure whether I want to do the upgraded Divine Power here or not. It is 1 less powerful, and we won't always have extra energy on everybody to do almost anything with this. The only person I think we could take the upgraded Divine Power on is Laia. Like, as far as like a guaranteed good, I think we're still getting an upgraded Divine Power on everybody, just not like the overcharged version. Reginald might be someone who doesn't want Divine Power in the long run. So, in light of that, I maybe would upgrade something else, but we don't really have anything else to upgrade. So this is probably fine. Now we have upgraded. We won't need Benediction, I guess, so we could take Benediction out of the deck. Yeah. That said, I've come to you as our 3 upgrade Divine Powers, Laia. Yeah. Truly. Did I just not upgrade a card in Otis's deck? Hold up. I think I just didn't upgrade a card in Otis's deck. I was like, alright, we got our upgrades. We upgraded our Divine Power. That's all I need. Alright. In seriousness, gosh, I wish you could like find an upgraded version of Starfall. You know how you can corrupt like heroes items? I wish we could do that here for Starfall. That said, am I gonna play Inner Fire upgrade, like draw more? Maybe. Sunbeam could be upgraded, but in truth I was thinking about getting rid of more of them. Holy Smite's probably gonna be less necessary on Ottis because we plan to support him the most. So I guess Sunbeam is more likely to stick around. I'm still very iffy on Profane. Probably getting rid of Inner Fire soon. And then we're gonna go, ooh. That's a call-in fight. Ooh, Noxious Parasites. But money. Noxious Parasites, but money. We could take their 2 free remove cards, and that could make this call-in fight a lot better. This is gonna be a tough fight. Especially given that they have some synergy with Wet. It's a tricky one, for sure. Alright, that was a lot of cards to draw all at once. Let's take a look at what we're grabbing. I think it would behoove us to grab a Battle Shout. Zeal on everybody. That seems illegal. Okay, that's why Insulate would be better for us than most of the other statuses. Alright, I forgot I need to upgrade the Battle Shout for it to actually be useful. Might just need to win fast here, so Divine Power plus Fortune Telling is probably the way to go. And then we'll have to heal up Laia somehow after the fact. I don't know that I should have played the wet there. Get rid of the electric pulse, get rid of the profane probably, maybe. I don't know, should we actually? Because they have a lot of resist that we could take out. No, this is probably fine. We're at max powerful. We got Praise the Sun. And we have a double Starfall turn. So then there's a Clairvoyance for extra damage abroad. As for who's doing the next most damage, probably this guy. Yeah, that, why did they get a, like, +4 Zeal card? Where's this for us? I need something like Deviant Zealotry. How about all heroes gain 4 Zeal, 3 Bless, and apply 5 Dark and heal 15 to them? That seems like a fair card to me. I want that card. It does suck how monsters got more access to Zeal than like we did. Well. Hope Laia doesn't die. Seems unlikely though, given that these guys both, yeah, do high amounts of damage. Uh-oh. And Tula dies? Oh no. I'm gonna go for the remove 2 cards option. That's just a safer option in this fight in general. I think these deaths would probably happen no matter what. So, now that we know how it goes, sorry for the restarts of fights, but I don't really feel like puzzling out a better route on that fight. We could probably have a better Ottis turn, get more kills, but it would take a lot longer than just redoing this fight right now. I'm going for the removal of Death's Doors. That's also just, removal of Death's Doors was the safer play. I took the greedy option though. Alright, we put Battle Shout. We scryed ourselves. I actually don't think that was the correct play. I think we don't want to scry ourselves. We really don't want to scry ourselves. Tula ended up having a decent turn, right? But we couldn't play everything. Okay. I think we already, like, made much better choices. But let's see if we can make it even better. Divine Power, Fortune Telling, still probably the way to go. And what we did in getting rid of everything, probably don't have to go as extreme. So yeah, this is probably going to lead to an easier win this time. We have regen. And then we scryed here, right? Got rid of the Electric Pulse, Profane. It's good stuff. Still healed up Laia to the best of our ability, but that didn't matter probably. And now we can still have full powerful Starfall. This doesn't seem as good as last time. But it might still be decent. Yeah, that one extra flash we left. That's probably the way to save Laia. Plus the way that we just took less damage this time. Yeah, so now we don't need the card removal. I guess I should have just redid the fight generally. Well... So sue me. Do we take the money then? We should, but like, I'm not gonna go back and redo this. I've made my bet, I'm just gonna lie in it. It's fine. Well, we'll survive. Why wouldn't you? What's holding you back? I just feel like it's boring to watch me to repeat fights over and over again. I'm not sure if everybody feels the same way as you. That's all that's holding me back. Also, there's just something about it that definitely feels like cheesy. Alright, we're gonna draw cards anyway. I guess we'll take out most of the spiders. Probably better for us to heal this way. I can't speak for everybody, sadly. Yeah, I don't know how everyone would feel either. I don't know if they appreciate me not going back over and over again on fights, or if they would rather see me get as much money as possible and go to the extremes. Especially not for people who skipped cold snaps. True. Kevon is the only Lorax. You can only speak for the trees. Yeah. I guess we'll let Ottis go. Purple Holy Smite's kind of funny to grab. Elmer said he wanted to see you die for what you've done. Funny enough, I don't mind watching someone else replay a fight, but if I have to replay a fight, I put the game on pause and come back to it later when I've had a break. Sensible thing to do. Very sensible. I don't hate Dispel Magic. Don't hate Expected Prophecy either. We don't really want Laia to have her deck too full of these types of cards, though. So I'm going to skip it, actually. A third Anthem of Hope in Tula's deck. If all she did was play a bunch of Anthem of Hopes, would we be happy? Kind of. Actually? Like, late game? Yeah, I guess we would. Obviously, we want the ones that draw, but... Yeah, man, now I wish I want the money. Now I have to decide on things, too. Yikes. This clarity is, like, still good. I guess we're getting rid of Benediction, because we took... Oh, we wanted to do a different Divine Power than that, didn't we? Weird. Do I want this Divine Retribution? I kind of don't. It's just, like, weirdly not something I want. I mean, not weirdly, it's just a bad card, but, like, oftentimes I like having it. Ray of Hope could probably get removed. Benediction is still a fine heal card for now. Maybe Dispel Magic could go later. This Holy Smite, we know we're getting rid of this Holy Storm. This Holy Smite can also probably go. Alright, that seems better. Then Laia could get rid of a Holy Slash, but I don't want to get rid of the Holy Slash. I think we may... Oh, we can't remove a card, right? That's fine. Lightbringer on Tula would go absolutely crazy. I'm hoping for it. I didn't even notice that we have a Holy Blob here. That's so cool. That's awesome. What a wonderful occasion to be happy about. All right, game saved. Let's get better rewards. All right, everybody, keep track of things. This gets kind of hard. So, yeah, I don't know. Kevon, you're on golden shards. Everybody else, you can be on gold. And if we get Basset's Grace, then cool. I guess I kind of want Basset's Grace. Actually, don't I want Basset's Grace the most? Actually, we want Basset's Grace the most. Never mind. Everybody else, you're on Basset's Grace. Basset's? God, I hate saying that name. We want this the most, and we want it on Laia. And on Tula. We want it on both of them. That's the way. Alright. Shameful reminder, okay. Okay. Low self-esteem, got it. Alright, who knows where a non-low self-esteem is? I kind of lost track. I lost track of everything. I kind of need Basset's Grace. We might be here a while if I have to redo this a lot. One? Well, you did indeed find a low self-esteem. Hey, Basset's Grace. There's another one. Gold. Gold. Okay. That makes that slightly easier. Low self-esteem. Basset's Grace. Laia's turn. So we really want to find it this turn. Wait. Is it here? Wait, what? No, they're both there. Oh, no. Alright, finish game. So we're going to restart that. We need this Grace. It's very important. I'm fairly certain the third card from the top is Basset's, but I could be mistaken. Alright. Choked. Alright, we're keeping track of Basset's Grace again. God, it moves way too fast. That's so impossible. I feel like without slowing it down, there's like no way to keep track. 11 and 10, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Oh, also, chat might be delayed. If it was just there. I think the middle right. The middle right. Ooh, that's golden shards. That's a good guess. Okay. Anybody got another one? Isn't top right still Grace? Is it? No. It is a low self-esteem, though. Seven is also golden shards. Oh, wait, seven's also golden shards? No, it's not. Lies. All right. Reginald? What do you got for me? Gold. I know this is golden shards. Time to rewatch stream at half speed. Maybe see if you can do it before I finish. Basset's Grace. Okay. I've got one Grace. Never mind, I got swapped somewhere. No, my bad. No worries. 6 is golden shards. But where's the other Basset's Grace? So this is gold, this is golden shards, and this is Basset's Grace. So the middle row is still pretty good. I can't believe you're asking me to follow cards at light speed at 5 a.m. I thought you'd enjoy doing that. I'm okay with like a low self-esteem here as long as we can get other rewards. So these are 3 good rewards, but none of them match up with each other. So we need to find one other matching. And then I think this is not a match. Maybe this is not a match. I can't remember. Let's guess this one. Okay, that's gold. So gold's here and here. Just go by guts. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. We got it. We did it. Okay. I would have loved to have golden shards, but I don't know exactly where they are. I think this is golden shards still, and then this is bad. This is bad. I don't know which of these other three is good. This would be really nice to have, though. Top left. Top left? We got a top left? My guess. Oh, by feeling. You know, that's a good feeling. Top left. I don't know. Maybe it's top left. Oh, Nova. You made my day. What a good guess. That's great. Thank you for participating in this game, everybody. I appreciate the assists. This is good. This is a good set of rewards. Something that makes this path a lot more worthwhile. 100% of the time, I get it right 50% of the time. Yeah, exactly. Alright, accessory to befriend. Ooh. Could give up on the steel rod. Could give up on detox potion. I guess we'll save game, try to befriend it for free, and if we get lucky, we get it. If we're not, we just reload and give up detox potion. Damn, that's so close. 7 is so hard to get. I hate all the rolls, like, on this madness level. So many just, like, higher rolls. All these is, like, so impossible. We don't need crystal. Yeah, we don't need crystal. Goodbye, detox potion. And then I think we give this on Ottis. Not only because like that's when the most Sanctify is going to be there, but also because him getting Bless is going to be the best. So cool. That's amazing. Save game. I already know the answer is Fred. I just know that. That's when I played too much of this game. Okay, second dimensional crystal. There's also Tesseract. Tesseract is good. There's also Crusader Helm. So armors are super important in this game. Like, so incredibly important. So we gotta think about armors as well. We gotta rate them higher. Oh, but it gives block, right? Is that illegal? I think that might be illegal. I think Durandal is going on Ottis. I could see it on Reginald. This gives Ottis a lot of self-scaling, but we're also scaling him up the most, so I could see this going on Reginald instead. Gives use for the Sanctify charges, and Reginald self-scaling is all he's going to be doing. We could take the Juggernaut on Laia. It's kind of gross. Then we could take like Dimensional Crystal on Tula. Not that Tula has a lot of spells worth playing, but she will have one spell in particular that I really want to play like immediately late game. But I wanted to answer. I'm so sorry. Tesseract is also good for Laia. Problem with the Juggernaut is we're never going to get a purple of it. So it's not as valuable to me. I would honestly prefer Crusader Helm, but I guess that like goes against my principles here at this point in time. Too bad you didn't get the other Tesseract. I know, right? Could have had the purple. Honestly, probably not going to make a huge difference for her, but it might. Pentagram? Could go to the Pentagram. Could get that. I mean, we are going to Pentagram for sure. Yeah, and then the armor Tula is going to have is going to be the Bless Courage armor. Pentagram, everything's purple? Yeah. What's purple Durandal even do? All damage up. It's kind of nice. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking we might find a better item on Ottis later. And Durandal on Reginald will genuinely help him out. I think that's fine. I think Tula taking Dimensional Crystal makes a lot of sense for the late game here with what we want to have her play. And then we could take Tesseract here if we don't want to take one of the armors. It's not a bad call. There's also Continuum Blade for just draw on attack, which is not bad either. But probably more important that we have Tesseract. I think. Yeah, I think we're going to find a better armor. And then Ottis, I mean, Ottis could have the Juggernaut. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll just make Ottis like slow and tanky, and that's fine. That's totally fine. In fact, that's preferable. Okay, now we'd like to get rid of cards again. Reginald gets Prescription. There's a temptation with this to find the Zeal heal, but like, it's not that likely. I'm gonna say no, probably. Just continue on. But we have Basset's Grace. Super important. Alright, Rust removes Reinforce. I forgot, Reinforce is like so hard to keep on now. A lot of monsters got Rust. Okay. We're alive, but turn 2 gets scary. This doesn't get our Zeal upgrade? Is that just a bug? Or is that because boons are immune from... Oh, boons don't get the statuses ups, right? That's just a thing. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, we just get 1 Zeal. It's not a card. That's sad. Okay, wait, would Tesseract even be good with Divine Strike? Are you going for what I'm assuming for? Heavenly Justice requires you to spend energy, if I recall. Yes, it requires me to spend energy, but I don't want to respend all the energy. So you're not wrong in that, like, it's kind of counterintuitive. But, like, it makes sense, trust me. Give Zeal there. I guess we really are just going to heal everybody. Reginald can go. Yeah, I feel like boons should still activate it. I don't know, that's weird that it doesn't. Oh, you're taunting. Son of a gun. Alright, finally broke through his block at least. And I can scry there. Didn't exactly get what I wanted to see, but we might still. We can Healing Rain, take a lot less damage. Purge, we got a whole bunch of things that I don't need necessarily. Maybe I'll keep the Expected Prophecy, we'll see. Alright. Reginald's still doing work. We got Temple Lurkers for our fair Tula. So, oh right, we have Dimensional Crystal on her now too. Could have dug a little bit deeper in that case. Alright, go pig boy. Do the damage. First spell we played is copied. Aha, we got Praise the Sun. Got it. Okay, so Holy Storm. Should still be more hits than Starfall in this case. Then we could probably just Holy Storm again. And Temple Lurker. I guess Temple Lurker's kind of a waste. I don't know. Everybody's dead. They're all dead. It's fine. Yeah, I feel like with each update slash DLC, game gets progressively more unfair with one-sided upgrades to enemies. Those boons, I feel, aren't feeling nearly as good as they used to. Yeah, there's definitely something to that. Purple Holy Fire is really cool. Purple Dawn's Light is less cool. Repetition Training's kind of cool. Could get rid of the other Holy Slash. This lets us dig out things when we want it more. Doesn't really work with our Tesseract game plan. I don't know. It's possible that just this Scry is better than Purple Holy. I mean, Purple Holy Fire, really all we'd want Holy Fire on is probably like Ottis after he's already gone and set everything on fire. It's never going to really work out for Tula. Scry, on the other hand, is decent, but I think she's got a lot of things she needs to do right now. We have a lot of cards we got to take out. So, I'll pray to Basset for a victory. Let's go. Wait, Purple Dawn's Light isn't all monster? No, it's sadly not. It should be. It absolutely should be. Then again, I'm not very good at the game. I struggle with anything higher than Mass 13. Nova, same, but with Slay the Spire Ascension, though. Slay the Spire is a very hard game. Hey, at least we start with Zeal on this fight. Man, I wish the Zeal stacking perk was all heroes, actually, but, like, I wish there was an all-hero version of it and a non-all-hero version of it. Like, the same exact perk, but just those two differences, because depending on the run, I want that effect on all heroes. Yeah, I don't know. The current perk set for Zeal, God, especially now that I know Basset's Grace is less good. That's, disappointing to me. It was nerfed to really. I wasn't playing it at the time, but I think I saw a video somewhere. Yeah, you would have seen it in a video somewhere. I think actually the blue upgrade was all monsters. Yeah. In fact, Dawn's Light used to just be like a better upgrade to Flash, and its rarity like made sense at that point. But now it surely isn't that. Okay, everybody has the same amount of chill, so we're still good. Divine Power. I could be risky and do this for Reginald. Then I have to get rid of everything that isn't like Divine Power and draw. Come on, Reginald, don't let me down. He's gonna let me down. I just know it. Wait, he can't let me down. It's impossible. Oh, we actually have too much draw. Oops. Well, Divine Power. Fortune Telling. And then we need this, like, all to go away. Yeah, let's just get rid of all that. All that's unnecessary. Temple Lurker. Into what? I don't know. Another Scry might actually even be better. Yeah. Genuinely just want to draw through to everything. We're gonna need energy. Okay. Time to have a very interesting fight. Perfect. Chew through the whole deck. Praise the sun. Do I want a Holy Storm or Starfall? Probably want to do double Starfall, honestly, at this case. Kind of a tiny bit unlucky with it, but not too terribly unlucky. And hey, we can do Clairvoyance instead of Holy Storm. Now we can do Starfall. You love to see that every single time. This is such a slow OTK. I kind of love it. Upgraded Divine Power on Ottis is funny. Man, I've been sleeping on that Starfall. I usually take the route through Hatch and go up to Yager in Act 1. Yeah, Starfall is really good. There's also Forest Crown. Forest Crown for speed control is super important. for a lot of teams. Especially now with enemy speeds and into the late game. I love purple Deja Vu, by the way. There's also Radiant Assault. Could I take it now? I feel more confident in being able to take it now. It won't be too much of a burden in our deck. We're just about to have Town where we have card removes, so it's probably fine. We're not taking the Divine Power on Ottis. It's just not going to be necessary. And then Judication. Don't think we're worrying about Vulnerable that much. So it's probably fine. I love how you pronounce Deja Vu. Oh. Giving up Force Crown for Starfall is high risk, high reward play usually. Yeah. Like... Starfall is great, but the rewards, like just getting a good card reward and defeating the Elder Dryad generally, and the items that you can get, like the mask is not bad, and then just other early game items if you want to like have more chances of them stacking and getting purple. Those are all really good reasons not to go for Starfall. However, Starfall, and you have to have specifically Ottis, and if you have all spells in your deck, it's guaranteed. If you have not all spells in your deck, it's just a chance to get Starfall. So it's kind of difficult. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go for Judication. We don't need the Vulnerable right now. And hopefully we don't need it ever. We're not blocking, so Scarab Shield doesn't work. Soul Reaver is very funny. Architect's Ring can be good. Maybe Architect's Ring there. Could play Soul Weaver on Ottis. It's a fun card. I like trying it. Then we can skip the rest of this. And on to the blue portal. Hello, Bin Bin. Skate Park play is Starfall? Yeah. Skate Park play is Starfall. And boy, is it fun. Okay, so we have to go the unfun route. Just go through the White Horde. In order to guarantee get our Paladin Gauntlets. We don't have any special orbs to go farther. Everyday Magic might have something interesting too for us. We'll see. How's one been going? Pretty good. Otis the Soul Sealer. It's been a fun run so far. The Hunter's Whip is actually a really good card for us. In fact, like maybe we'd want that on somebody else. Interesting. I do value Vulnerable on hit here. Could you steal Zeal from Laia by any chance? Otis is the devil in disguise, so it makes sense. I don't know. I don't think there's like another hit and an ally card. I think you can only do self-damage. Yager is the special case for that. She's showing. For a red, we're not doing. But yeah, so far it's good. Technically, I cheated a little bit in the early game, but it's all good. We didn't upgrade this Battle Shout. we got all these cards. Bin Bin, I'm very sad that Basset's Grace is a boon and thus does not get increased yield charges. I feel like this is very much wasted potential. You can steal from allies with the injure/monster cards that deal damage to sides. Oh, snaps. Bin Bin with the tech. True. True. Okay, Anthem of Hopes. Shall be upgraded, probably. I'm gonna get rid of Benediction starting now. What is Summon of Peril here for? I thought about it, but Ottis is third and Laia is first, sadly. I'll ask if that's intended. Yeah, it seems to be the case with all boons. I actually don't know why boons in general don't get the upgrade from like perks and other stuff. I guess they're not exactly the same as cards. I noticed that with Dark Miasma the other day, and it feels just kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know if it's a problem really, but just, it definitely was unintuitive. At least for me. Do I want Penance upgraded? I mean, eventually? Like, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with Reginald, if I'm being honest. I do think that, like, Amplify is good here. Massive Spell is, like, the play we make if we're afraid of taking too much damage. Or, sorry, of, like, having to go too many rounds. I don't think it's a terrible play. So, we now have access to the heal card that I want to get. But it's very, very, very expensive. Sacred Ceremony. We want to get the extra zeal for fun, but yeah, I guess the extra zeal on Laia would be the way to get the most out of it too. Interesting. It feels so bad. Imagine if the damage curse / monster cards benefited though. Yeah. Do they not? I thought they did at one point. Oh, no, they benefit off of like things like how much wet you have on you, right? Like they don't technically benefit off of your buffs, but they do benefit off of the wet. That's why I take more damage sometimes than I'm expecting from like the shock things. Okay. Prophecy time maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Imagine Colin's Electric Pulse dealing damage based on your bless. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Yeah, they get benefits from Mark and Wet. Yeah, I think that's why I've like taken a bunch of damage from it one time. We're gonna change this over. No, I don't imagine that. Maybe this is the time I'm not like worried about scaling Reginald as much. Like we do remove. What was in here? Aegis. Aegis? Aegis? Maybe Aegis is Laia's armor going forward. That's actually like a pretty decent armor, though it's only twice per combat. So the problem is that like Aegis sucks. Aegis is bad. I've thought about this armor. These auras need to last longer. Like, for the teams that want to play Aegis, these auras need to last longer. Because I do want the insulate, but like even on purple it doesn't last longer. It's just thrice per combat. And like you're going to take damage so much on people that take damage. I don't know, it's just like you can control this maybe, but yeah, it's awkward. I wouldn't even be mad if it gave less infuse and more of the other auras, to be honest. It doesn't even give base resistances, which is like definitely not great. We'd be losing damage. Laia could take Thermal Ring, which would be very funny, but like I'm not going to give up Sapphire Ring. What if it's twice per turn or just up to 2? Yeah, I mean, twice per turn would be fine too, instead of twice per combat. I think that would be fine. I think upping it to 2 just makes more sense for the theming, but twice per turn also makes more sense because twice per combat's weird. It's just like hard to follow. Yeah. That's a thing. So, am I worried enough to take Mass Dispel? I think Mass Dispel is a very strong card. I think of the people who would be playing Mass Dispel, Laia's one of them. Sadly. Which makes me think I'm going to get rid of Holy Slash here. I'm going to get rid of a Holy Nova, as much as I hate to do it. Maybe we'll upgrade the Battle Shout later. Everything is dead by turn 2 because of Praise the Sun. That kind of is what's happening. Everything has been dying on turn 1 surprisingly often. That was not how I intended this run to go, but Starfall, Praise the Sun, bless on Ottis, is very good. I'm enjoying the Ottis deck right now. The Devil Fortune Telling is good. Fortune Telling there is good. I think Laia with a Fortune Telling makes sense, but the Scries are also good, and she has things to do with energy. And then we just hope to get the cards that we want to see. I think that makes the most sense. Amplify could be good. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I save my money. I mean, what would we really want as a pet? QB? Wolfie? Lychee? All the options, but nothing we really need. So, taking a look at Divine Strike, we do need that upgraded Tesseract, so this is very much like I hope to get purple Tesseract. If we want to get it to be 4 cost, 4 cost attack would suit me just fine. You only need 200 gold? True. But I don't really need any of the other things I can spend gold on right now. And I think gold spent later tends to be stronger in terms of power level for us. So like as long as I'm confident we can beat this act, I have no reason to take it. Kevon, you inspired me to actually add an icon to YouTube. Bin mods and change the handle from being a random set of letters. Wow. Wow. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Okay. As for Tula, what could she use at the moment? Yeah, I kind of just want to like find all the cards. I think I'm like in the boat. Let's just like go. See what happens. Either that or I buy Fortune Telling on Laia. And just up our chances even more of having a good hand. I'm not even going to like remove cards right now. Endless Bag is fine. I'm still banking on maybe a Steel Rod or a better draw card. Yeah, let's go. Bakers at the gates. Give the woman 200 gold. And then we gotta go up. Save game. Armageddon? Terrifying. I don't think we can fight Armageddon. We haven't gotten good enough armors for Armageddon. Do you guys want to see what this would do to us? Like, I don't think this is possible to do most of the time. I think we have a character get sniped easy. Laia probably could survive some of it, but... This is... with a corn? This is terrifying. We win easy? Alright, I'll show you. I got Tesseract on Laia and Divine Strike, and very sad to find out I needed purple Tesseract. Yeah. Well, there's an evade burned on one of the best things it could evade. Okay, Laia took the Armageddon. Maybe we fine? As long as Laia takes the Armageddon. Ooh, there's the Meteor Strike. Oh, everybody's at 10 powerful? Okay, and Laia took it. The luck. The luck. Holy crap. I can't believe it. Interesting. I think we actually skip all of these in hopes of better things. Do we have powerful on everybody? Reinforce left on Laia. We got Fortune Telling. The dream come true. Got extra energy. Then we drew Benediction. Alright, well. Yeah, can't win them all. Oh, right, we do get to copy a spell, too. Got to remember that. So, Inspire there. think Reginald's got a really thick deck, so maybe we shouldn't be trying to bank on this. Well, this should be fine. Actually, that should be more than fine. Should be good even. We don't want to win turn 1, but we do want to wipe them out mostly. So we need to find fortune telling on Reginald. We do get to draw here. Who's the most dangerous? I guess like this guy's the least dangerous, so we probably take out all the front enemies if possible. And here I am just playing a base divine power yet again. Alright. Then we need praise the sun. Ideally. To make that dream come true. Everybody's got courage, so actually we need a lot of damage. Everybody's got courage and insulate. Sketchy. Okay, praise the sun. Holy storm. Still the best damage we've got. Still want to kill the corn too. Okay. And then do we bank on Starfall or not? Starfall is just like slightly risky. Save turn. Let's gamble. Alright. We did pretty much exactly what we wanted to. Left this guy alive. Whew, didn't die. The insulate. Why do I have insulate? I stole the aura. Hilarious. Okay, lay on pause. Laia is actually like the least likely to be able to heal herself up much. So I'm just gonna like attack. And then we've got Inspire on everybody else. Ottis I have full confidence in healing. Laia probably not as much. Yeah, Reginald's gonna also full heal. That'll be just fine. I can't believe we're actually winning this. That's crazy. Yeah, could have fooled me. See? Easy? Yeah. Across the Obelisk moment when Corn the Cob is more threatening than the Lizard Wizard, the Skeletal Lich, and the Owl with the sword. Yeah. Alright, we always have a hit too. That's true. Guess we'll heal Ottis just so he has something going for him. Cool. Oh right, the Holy Blob gives us all the zeal we ever needed. I'm glad we didn't go for the Holy Hammer. Seems so unnecessary. Purple Divine Insight, what a waste. Meditate's good though. There's the upgraded penance if I don't want to use shards or like a free upgrade. Maybe. Fortune telling on Laia. I mean, double fortune telling on Laia. Genuinely not even bad. The funniest thing is when you realize the Dream Sheep is one of Trashe Comp's most feared enemies. Yeah, it's true. Rightfully so. I'll add. It deserves to be feared by me and everyone. I don't know. I think it makes our deck technically better for like our strategy. But I'm not gonna do it right now. Alright. We get to remove our cards. Woo! Yeah, Benediction is currently our double spell. It's like not what we want. Laia is so awkward. Oh, I could have taken the other penance. We did take the other penance. We're genius. Never mind. Get rid of the bad penance. Keep the good penance. I just can't get rid of anything. I apparently don't know anything. If we're keeping Dispel Magic in Tula's deck, we might as well keep a Mass Dispel in her deck, is my thinking. So let's get rid of the Dispel Magic. If we're not going for Mass Dispel. Cool. And we have Thin decks. Each hero gets a free card upgrade. Purple Sanctification is cool. Upwind almost doesn't matter to us at all. Sheep are scary, especially when they put you to sleep. Yeah, sheep are actually just scary when they play 2 Abyssal Sonatas, or 3 Abyssal Sonatas if you're in that one fight. That, like, I don't know how to survive that on almost any team. I guess, like, maybe start with Courage. Like, assuming they get to go before you or something. Like, this team would die to 3 sheep all playing Abyssal Sonata. Yeah, exactly. They still apply 10 vulnerable. Even with Courage. Exactly. Like, it's just... They get through resistances way too easily. And also, their base damage is incredibly high. So yeah, this is actually like a really good hand. Gotta make sure we speed up in the correct order. Firebrand can go here. Sure, I guess. Otis probably already has enough powerful and blessed now to rule the kingdom. But we'll see how much further we can take it. Got a fun mix of cards here. Get a Benediction that we can't play. That's okay. Oh, Reginald got the Inspire and Energize. Oh, nice. We got Sanctify everywhere here. Assets Grace, Fortune Telling, I mean... Praise of the Sun, Starfall. Is there a better pairing in all the universe? There's Divine Power we could upgrade to. The Holy Smite does damage. Reginald just, like, can do damage, I guess. We'll dispel stuff. Sure. Why not? We got a fully buffed Otis. It's weird for, like, how inconsistent I think this should be. Like, it's very consistent. Like, we got a really consistent run here. So, I mean, Dimensional Crystal is doing a lot of heavy lifting for sure. But, like... Goodbye, everything. Breeze Pummel, Wrath of Nature is pretty good. Oh yeah, you know what I need to do? I do need to do a Bree carry run. I haven't done that in a while. I thought doing a co-op run on Madness 18 is sort of a challenge run. Who would you co-op with, if so? I have co-opted with GA on Madness 16, if that counts for anything. We did several co-op runs. It was the no damage run and the level 1 run. Not the one with 3 heroes, the one with 4 heroes. The one with 3 heroes I did myself. But yeah, I do co-op. I've been wondering if I should, like, post in the Discord or something. If people want to do a co-op run and me just, like, having a co-op run day. You should co-op with someone trying to hamper you. That could be kind of funny. That'd be pretty silly. Like, draw, like, lots or something. I don't know. Like, I'd have to, like, figure out how to, like, do it fairly in the Discord. Don't need another Holy Storm. Don't really need any of these things. I'm considering the bluff on Laia for Excalibur reasons. It's not bad. Sacred Ceremony on Reginald. It's not going to be a thing that we want. Co-op with 3 other people, but you have no plan and no idea what character everyone is playing. That would be utter chaos. I mean, that you know, that's a different kind of challenge run. Maybe I'm here for it. Oh, we get a free upgrade. Free upgrade. It's not bad. Let me think about this for a second. Again, I wish I could upgrade Starfall. Do we upgrade the Omen of Peril? Why doesn't this do anything? I know it reduces the cost permanently, but man, that's lame. Meditate for energy is good. Sunbeam for Sanctify, maybe? Honestly, I'm kind of more into the burn on Sunbeam. Whatever, let's just like upgrade Sunbeam for burn damage. And then Holy Nova on Reginald. I still like... Guess we could upgrade the potency of it. And then probably Mass Dispel, but I don't know. I don't know, I guess Mass Dispel is kind of like a... We ran out of a plan. Oh right, I was supposed to make a blind mode mod. I need to add that to list. Breeze still very painful, but less so. But that's only OTK. It's fine if you don't force. Yeah, Bree's a little bit harder to force. I want to love Bree, but Thorns feels so bad to play. Thorns is kind of rough. Honestly, I think Thorns is in a better spot than ever. And that's unfortunate. Because it's not in a great spot. I don't think we have a problem with Monty's whatsoever here. This should be an extremely easy fight. Wow, we got Divine Power too. I mean, okay. Because we're like super likely to get a Divine Power if or a Fortune Telling if I do it this way, so sure, yeah, why not? Divine Power, let's go. Ottis is already pumped. We're set. He's a wonderful tank. Around 1 is so good, says the man who lost to a statue. We don't talk about that statue. That statue was rude. And mean. So yeah, there we go. All these things go away. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Thorns is in a better spot than ever. Which is to say, it's still not very good. I could have worded that better. I meant to say that I want to love Thorns, but with how bad and inflexible it is, it really hampers how you can play Bree. Yeah, Bree is a much... She's actually a pretty good carry, I would say. Dude, I guess I want to play Divine Power. I don't know what I want to do here. But Bree is hard to make work Act 1, like in OTK style, as Voodoo mentioned. But also just kind of like more generally. How much do we have here? So if I remove like one more flash, do we dig all the way through? Not quite. Unless I have another boon I'm not thinking of, so we do this. Give max energy. Oh, we didn't need to give max energy. Maybe I could have played that differently. Okay, I've never really done with her much outside of pummel spam and tank. Yeah, her Unforgiving Nature card, very similar to Praise the Sun in terms of the damage you can rack up really quickly. I think that's another one I'll do sometime soon. Then Holy Storm, because we just want to finish off all the bunnies at the same time. Whoops, we did damage too fast. Sanctuary, not takeable. Urging Ray is a nope. Expected Prophecy, is this a skip that Kevon hates us for? I think so. I think we skipped this for fun. Honestly, I don't even think it's a bad card right now, but we skipped that. Unforgiving Nature is what's it called? OMG, what's up? What's going on? How's the noon guy? I've never seen Monty just die like that. Welcome to Divine Power. This is the strongest card in the game. Give that to anybody. And then, like, Ottis specifically with Praise the Sun, Holy Storm. We're getting 8 hits on all monsters out of this. And when you buff up Ottis with Powerful and Bless, it's just really good. Unforgiving Nature is ridiculously strong, but Breeze early game is so bad that it's okay if it's busted. Yeah, kind of even. Kind of for sure. Yeah, and also definitely deserve that Monty gets to go down like that. Do we take a meat? Should I be silly? I don't really want meat. Let's just rest until we recover. Oh, we actually get good experience from that. I didn't know that was a thing. So Heavenly Justice we can grab right now. It won't be particularly good. Holy Crusader's pretty darn good. Probably not necessary. Solar Flare's ridiculously strong, especially for this run. We aren't caring about our damage with Tula, so we'll go for Cleansing Prayer. I guess this means that she doesn't need Dispel Magic. Right, we just need healing spells. Okay. Circle of Healing on Ottis. Not what I need. Sub-Zero. I think we can do a Sub-Zero now. I'm, like, fairly confident in being able to do it. We'll just do it for the fun. There's no reason to. None of those rewards are good enough. I wonder how playable a 2-mana AoE 0 damage repeat 1 would be. Pretty good. So we got Excalibur and Facet's Grace. It just doesn't work. Alright, let's look at the saddest Heavenly Justice ever. But hey, it's not, even the saddest Heavenly Justice is not even bad. Could have played Battle Shout before that too. Should have probably done that. You would need Bless? Yeah. Pretty much Bless is the way. I gotta head out. Good luck, have fun with the run and the stream. Thank you. We'll probably just finish up the act for today, and then I'll be back on Thursday to finish out the run. Maybe start something new, but I want to start working on another video. So I decided I just wanted to try out the Sanctify team, see how it was feeling. And it's feeling quite nice. No Divine Power will make this fight take longer. So we probably should guarantee it on Reginald to the best of our abilities at great cost. Guess we could play Ray of Hope. This will get better later. We should guarantee it on Reginald. I'm so tempted not to, but I need to scry more. Okay. It's pretty darn likely for us to get the cards we need now. So we're looking for Divine Power. It's here. Okay, we got it. In fact, we have like all the draw in the world on this turn. Play the Holy Smite. Actually, Reginald's probably just gonna do most of the work here. And it's going to be very good. If we left him more holy spells, he could have done more of the damage. And then we'll fortune telling. Solar Flare, Starfall. So a lot of these are cards we want to see. Turns out there's a number of ways we could probably win this. This team is pretty strong at this point, as long as we don't like get one hit KO'd. So let's look at Praise the Sun, Solar Flare. Do you think Holy Storm, like, do you think they stand any chance? This isn't even max powerful. We only have 7 Bless. Bam. Alright. That's the fight done. I did not intend for this to be, like, slow OTK, but maybe that's what I'll call it. This is really funny. Another fortune telling. I think we're going to skip out on this other fortune telling. I think it'd actually be good for us to have. Though I'd want more energy. We'd want fanaticism, and we'd probably want expected prophecies. Yeah, we'd want expected prophecies and fanaticism here on Tula. That would be probably the next best way to upgrade Tula. How much would you pay for AoE Purge 2 just by itself? Not a lot. But yeah, it's true that that's good on Laia. That was a sad Heavenly Justice, yeah. Honestly, it's still pretty decent. It's true. That's not a bad card. Do you do this before I leave? Laia's my favorite character. Slow TK, yeah. Yeah, the slow TK is where it's at. Don't think we can do fanaticism on the pig, nor would we want to. Let's just recall. Let's just name this slow TK. That'll be good. God, the benediction, the Owen Apparel. I mean, I want the Owen Apparel things for later because I want the zeal. Is this even zeal stacking at this point? Is there a point to zeal? Is there a point to cleansing prayer? Probably not. Guess we're gonna get rid of some clarities, maybe. Tula's deck is getting expensive, as are everybody's decks, and the worst part about it all, there's really no reason for it to be this expensive. Am I gonna get rid of Battle Shout? Do I not believe in Battle Shout anymore? Maybe Zeal is all we need. I don't know. We're getting rid of that stuff. The Sealing Rain, definitely not feeling less necessary. Divine Grace, I still don't mind having a pocket damage card. Dispel 3, I guess we could get rid of that on Reginald, but we can't. Haha, okay. So now we go to the Armory. Ooh, we could slow them down. How useless. Let's cast a blessing on us. Give us some bless for them to steal. I like how it's actually just actively bad in some cases. At least they deal their damage. No! I got slowed down. Take it. Did you remove the card that I told you not to buy? Maybe? I can't remember everything that you told me not to buy. But that's a distinct possibility. I might not even regret it one bit. Hey, Ottis is now slower than Laia at -1 speed. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Alright, we really just want to see Praise the Sun. Guess we'll go grab Ray of Hope. Heal up Laia somewhat. We should get a heal after the fight because it's a mini-boss anyways. Hey, repetition training. What do we draw? Let's see if we can draw something fun. Get more Inspire, which is nice. Come on, what do we draw? Draw something awesome. Delay response. Honestly, not terrible. Not what I was looking for, but not terrible. Then yeah, there we go. Draw through the whole deck. Man, having just a bunch of fortune tellings, it's so strong. So, Praise the Sun, Solar Flare. Honestly, let's just Starfall. Even if we get unlucky, it's not going to be bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad. This guy's like uber dead. Don't need a second Starfall. Unimportant. Master Spell on Tula. I guess if we're going healing spells, we really don't need Master Spell. Now we get to inspect where the woman told us to loot, and Battling Gauntlets. That's what we wanted. Whenever you apply Sanctify, apply Burn? Also, Cloak of Speed? Wait, is Laia fast now? It's kind of funny. Oh, we do want Laia to go first, generally, and this is better armor. Strange. And then we'll take Justicar Ring. Sure. There's a whole bunch of fun cards. And then we take Destroyer Gauntlets, changing the whole run. Icebreaker. Ah. Feels so good to skip this Icebreaker. Alright, save game. Get to use Magic Torch, run through safely. Don't need to play a minigame. Reginald gets Purple Baptism. Again, unimportant to us. Though, there's like funny ways to make use of it. I guess, let's give the enemies a chance by giving them powerful and damage up. See how much we can handle of that. We still need a better armor on, well, I guess we're not going to get a better armor on Tula. We need like a defensive weapon on Tula or something? I don't know how to do that. God, everything just gets rid of Reinforce. So much rust in the game. Okay, what would I want to draw most with Laia? I don't even know. I guess we want to make sure we draw like a Clarity or something. What a weird set of cards to grab. Ah, we could bluff. Not ideal. Could Mass Dispel. Nah. It's just a Divine Power here. It's probably better. Defensive weapons, sadly there are none. I wish though. Yeah, I feel like that would be cool. Ow. Didn't heal me very much. And the Pope's a lot of bless. I need more health than this going into the next fight, so we're gonna have to do something quite spectacular to make sure that's the case. I think we have to pump up Reginald. Yeah, we can't afford to hit that block at all anymore. So, oh. Hey, kitty. Did you want up? Zeal gives us damage resistance. Hello. Hi, cat. And we get 30% heal from the fight. Ah, true, right. We were giving them this extra damage for the fun. That Zeal bonus damage, exactly. Exactly. 30% more damage. Let's go. So does this break through? Not quite, but we're close. Does this break through? Not in the way that you would think, because double damage cards interact weirdly with these sort of effects. We don't have Divine Power for Ottis, but he's already got a Divine Power, so he's probably okay. So perhaps we just hit here. Holy smite. There we go. Cool. So now we need to like not kill too quickly. So I guess I don't go for an optimal turn on Ottis, but we have to have like a turn that does some damage. I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a weird turn. The Zeal bonus damage. Okay. Save turn. Draw with this. Could get rid of the inner fire out of our hands so we can maybe play Expected, get Praise the Sun. Do we want Praise the Sun? I don't think we do. So save turn. Maybe we could Solar Flare safely though. Yes, and then we leave behind this guy. That's fine. Okay. And then he doesn't kill us. Nope, doesn't kill us. Okay. Now he's got 59 Sanctify, so we heal up easily. As long as we can attack. I guess we're gonna draw. Okay, fine, game. You win. I said as long as we can attack. Okay, is Heavenly Justice too much damage? Probably not. Oh wow, that's way too much damage. Whoops. Okay, you know who's got heals and things? This lady, she's got heals and things. Let's look for them. For Laia's sake. Okay, we got Omen of Peril, so we do get one of those heals. Cleansing. Can hit. Can regain Benediction. Oh, I should have just doubled up on Benediction, actually. Whoops. Okay, then I guess we fortune telling ourselves to get the Sacred Weaver. We just chain into a bunch of Sacred Weavers. Perfect. Alright, I solved the puzzle. We figured it out. It wasn't the slightest bit silly. Alright, then honestly Reginald probably just crushes it here. Cool. Full heals. Ooh. Are there any big insulate removers? Might be a good choice if everything has rust on it. Oh, from the enemy side? Yeah, I do think insulate is typically better. I went for all three on Laia, just because I wanted her to be for sure surviving. Reginald's already doing insane damage. We have an overabundance of damage on this team. Fanaticism, cool, we found one. Fanaticism on Reginald, we could play that early, but we can't play it later, but I do like the idea of playing it early. He can play one early Fanaticism. That'll be fine. But yeah, generally I don't think enemies remove Insulate as much, especially because Rust is part of the removal. We are going to have to deal with stuns here. This doesn't... I wish this got rid of the Frost. I think that's supposed to, but it doesn't. I don't know what fighting immediately does. Yeah, the torch goes out. I guess maybe it's not. I don't know. I feel like it should. Like we should be less chilled. Okay, Ottis did get stunned. This was the one fight I was thinking Master Spell could be handy for. And we're going to want it here for sure. Okay. So we got Master Spell. Now we just need to remove the stun. And everything will be okay. You don't have a lot of courage. So Fanaticism is okay? Yes. It's true. Okay, we got Cleansing Prayer, but we didn't get the accompanying card that we needed to have. Alright, we're in on the Reginald turn. We don't want to have too much Bless, I guess, turn 1 if we're not going to wipe him out immediately. So maybe this is fine. I don't know, early on I think I'd still want something better. Hey, we did get a Dispel. Okay, never mind. The plan is back on to do damage and profit. So, Basset's Grace. We draw from a skill. It's highly likely we draw what I need. Game, don't do this to me. Divine Power on the bottom. Fascinating. Fascinating that you do that to me, game. Alright, Ottis gets his turn. I don't know, is there a world in which I win anyways? I think there is, and it terrifies me. We might just have him. And we saw the Dispel in Reginald's deck too. So, save. We don't have like... much powerful at all. But we do get Solar Flare, Praise the Sun, plus Starfall. And I think that might just do it. It feels weird redrawing Starfall. Oh my god. What a suboptimal start. It just doesn't matter. Alright, that was a lot of fun. That was good. Enrage, yes, we need Enrage. Enrage is great. Innervate, not so much. Purple Deja Vu. I think you can see for yourself, we don't really need a purple Deja Vu. Easy fight. Alright, Master Spell. If we're not going to play healing spells, Cleansing Prayer doesn't really get a lot of value. Did I really need to take out all those healing spells? Yes I did. Okay. Loot, and then, yeah, it's 9 p.m. here. I gotta take it. Ring of Hope is too funny here not to take. We also get to corrupt Cloak of Speed. Maybe Laia actually will go fast. Oh no, wait, this is every round. It's actually kind of worse. I forgot about that. Cloak of Speed's weirdly bad at purple. Okay. Well, whatever. Welcome to very damage with hit enchant is OP on this game. Yeah. Doesn't even need it to slow TK the boss. This is a really funny slow TK. Divine Power is just so good. I wonder what the meta would look like without it. Probably a lot more difficult OTK. Every round is fine. It's not every turn. Wait, is it every round? Oh, you're right. Oh. I thought this was every turn for some. Oh, weird. Okay, then we'll cross the black portal. We still plan to corrupt our Paladin Gauntlets. But you're right. Oh, and we have a way to get more stuff from the Hooded Vendor. So I will save the game. Let's take a look at our shop, and then we'll think about things after the fact. Golden Bell? Interesting. Interesting. Golden Bell, you say? Okay. Well. That'll have to do it for today's stream. Could have had like another Hunter's Whip here. I feel like that also could have been good on Ottis. Could still be good on Ottis. I mean, Purple Hunter's Whip, maybe. Maybe that's insane. That's actually really strong. Third crystal already? Third crystal already. Just keeps coming to me. You know what's not coming to me is mixed salad or the meat. We haven't had that from last run or this run. But yeah, I think this will be good. Anyways, I'm going to call it here. We'll be back on Thursday. I need to work on some other stuff. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, hit me up in the Discord if you have any ideas for how I could maybe set up a fair like co-op opportunity if people wanted to try out co-op with me. We'd have to figure out how to do it. I don't know, maybe we could do like a silent co-op too if people didn't want to talk, or maybe we could have like a Discord call. We could try something. I think maybe the not talking co-op could be kind of funny, like especially if we had someone trying to sabotage me. I'll have to think of a couple different ideas on how to do that, but I think that'll be fun. Anyways, please do leave a like if you enjoyed the video.